Hey there, Wargamers! Luca and Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you some Warhammer 40k action. It's going to be Necrons going up against Harlequins in today's 1500-point game. And in the MiniWarGaming Vault, we got Sky from Scardcast. We're doing some Warhammer 40k. It's going to be Death Guard, 2,000 points, going up against some new Druhkari. And you can check this game out by clicking the link down below and getting yourself a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault.
Vect demands tribute.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
1,500 points of Sawtech Necrons. Just busting out my collection for this one. It's been a while since I played them. I just got the inkling to play them because I got a bunch of the name characters painted up for myself, and I really wanted to play Orc and the Diviner because I'm reading the Infinite and the Divine right now, and it's pretty comical. It's a pretty enjoyable read. At least I think so.
I've heard a lot about Space Court.
There's they definitely go to Space Court, Necron Court a couple times there, which I definitely did not expect to happen, and I enjoyed it. Now, for this game, it's going to be Orkin dealing with dynastic duties. Essentially, he's doing something with his dynasty in this case. He's a dynastic agent, but he's associated with the Sawtech dynasty. We have a battalion in this game here, and at 1,500 points, I always struggle to want to play Necron. Not want to play them, but always building a list. You'll notice I don't have my Lich Guard in this one, and that's kind of, I have Praetorians instead, because I've literally never played them with the new book, and I wanted to try them out at least once. I know I'll like them. I know they're good, but I've always liked Lich Guard a little bit more, but we'll see how these guys perform. For the battalion, we have our 3 troop choices. We have 1 unit of 10 Immortals with Gauss Blasters. We have 20 Necron Warriors with Flayers. No Reapers. Again, just wanting to change it up. And my collection only has 20 Reapers, but I still got 10 of them. The Sawtech Dynasty's rules interacts with rapid-fire weapons a little bit more. And I mean, I'm against Harlequins. I didn't know that when I built my list, but the Flayers will perform fine, I suspect, in this game. I don't need the AP, that's for sure. And we have a Ghost Ark that'll have the Reapers inside of it. We have 3 HQs. We have a Royal Warden. We have Orkin the Diviner. And we have a Necron Overlord atop of command bars. Now, I have one that's like 70% done painted upstairs on my desk. I just figured I'd use this one because it's a little bit more painted up and it might look a little bit better. The Overlord is going to have a War Scythe, Enduring Will Warlord trait, reducing the damage they take by 1, and Resurrection Orb that's just built into the staff end of the scythe there. That's just Varia from the recent Hungering Nexus campaign. She will also have the Relic from the Sawtech Dynasty, the VANQUISHER'S mask. It's beginning of the fight phase. I pick an enemy unit within 3, and they're not eligible to fight until my stuff is all fought. So if anything gets a little ambitious around her, then she can just deal with that. Should be a Necron Overlord for the Sawtech Dynasty. We got 10. We have a little bit of, well, maybe quite a bit of Praetorian influence here, or TRIARCH influence. We have a Stalker. Ignore the twin heavy Gauss cannons. I didn't have the points for it, nor did I really want to use it. I like the Particle Caster a wee bit more, and that's what I got on him. He's got the Particle Caster, which is 8 shots, that's rank 6, instead of the 2 bigger shots that do a lot more damage. And we have 10 Praetorians in front. And that is my list at 1,500 points. I was debating on spending an extra command point, a couple extra command points to get some relics and maybe roller traits on the Royal Warden, but I don't know, I just wanted to play around with command points, I think, a little bit more in this game, so I wanted to start with a little bit more. That might be a good idea. I don't know. That's what I felt.
Here we go, 1,500 points of Harlequins. I'm going to go ahead and say that I've played Harlequins once in the Vault with basically this exact same list.
Nice.
Trying to learn the faction, trying to kind of make sense out of this, so comments are appreciated below of what I did incorrect, tactics, rules, and actually, if I did something right, let me know about that too. That might be easier. Tell me the things I did right instead of the things I did wrong. But yeah, looking for the feedback on all of this. So, in this battalion detachment, we have a Shadowseer up front that will be leading all of this. And that one will be the Warlord, and I did go for the stratagem of Pivotal Roll to give it an extra pivotal roll. The Phantasmancy powers are Shards of Light and Veil of Tears. The 2 pivotal rolls it's going to have are Veil of Illusion, Shield from Harm. And then the Warlord trait is the... I'm going to make it work this time. It's the Player of the Twilight. It's the one that gets me command points back.
Okay.
Also have a Troop Master there. It's going to have... I'm not even going to try to say that. It's got the Talon. I know I kind of want to use the Power Sword instead, but I think the Talon might be better. I don't know. Fusion Pistol, and then went for Darkness's Bite as the pivotal roll there. just to be able to throw a couple mortal wounds. Next, my troops. I have got a grand total of 4 troop squads. There's 3 out of 4 are the exact same, and that's just 5 players with fusion pistols and Harlequins blades. And then the last squad's kind of a mixed bag of almost all the rest of the Harlequin models that we have here. Just a mix of different random weapons in there. It's all what you see is what you get, though, so that's kind of cool.
I see like 1 fusion pistol, maybe, and then
Yeah, there's 1 fusion pistol.
Yeah.
Then
Shuriken
there's 2
pistols.
caresses, 2 embraces, 4 kisses.
Yikes. Yeah, they got weird word here.
Yeah. You know, very, very cuddly and friendly sounding. And looking at my elite choices, I've got a Solitaire with Shocking Emergence. And then a Death Jester went for Harvester of Torment and the Lament. I figured that I can't do worse with it this game than I did last game.
Nice, okay.
I forgot about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you literally can't do any worse than that.
Yeah, I think he shot once against a non-optimal target, maybe. Then I've got 2 units of 4 Skyweavers with Haywire Cannons and Zephyr Glaives all around.
And then we have the transports in the
3
back
Star
here.
Weavers.
Star Weavers. Any fancy things on them, or just the Shuriken?
I don't even think you can upgrade anything.
Oh,
on them.
okay.
So, no, nothing. And then this is all going to be Serpent's Blood. The goal is, I'm working on a Harlequins army right now. It's going to take me forever to get done, but I'm going to keep saying it so you folks can, hold me accountable for actually getting it done. Except for I'm going to go for Frozen Stars instead of the Soaring Spite.
Yeah, building. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
So, yeah, there you go. That's my list. I hope I do well. I hope you're entertained.
Today's mission is from the Open War Mission Pack. For deployment, both Player A and B deployment zones are in opposing corners of the battlefield. They are separated by a no-go zone in the center of the battlefield, 18 inches in diameter. The objective is domination. It states, the players roll off. Starting with the winner, each player alternates placing objective markers until 6 have been set up. Each objective marker must be more than 6 inches away from the edge of the battlefield and more than 12 inches away from any other objective. At the end of each battle round, if more enemy units were destroyed from one player's army during that battle round, their opponent scores 1 victory point. For the twist, we have Champion. Before the battle, each player selects 1 character model or 1 model with a wounds characteristic of 9 or less from their army to be their army's champion. Increase that model's strength and toughness characteristics by 1 and its attacks and wounds characteristics by 2. In addition, the player who controls the most objective markers at the end of each battle round scores 1 victory point. The player with the most victory points at the end of the battle is the winner.
Twist, of course, we have a twist, is Champion. So before the battle, each player is going to select 1 character model or model with a wound characteristic of 9 or less from their army to be their champion. They're going to increase their strength and toughness characteristics by 1 and its attack and wound characteristic by 2. Now, for the Necrons, that's going to be Orkin the Diviner. And for the Harlequins.
I was back and forth. Originally I said Troop Master because I'm like, oh, the Troop Master kind of makes sense. But no, I'm just going to do the Solitaire.
All right. Taking a closer look at the battlefield for today's game, we have pretty much everything is game mat on the table other than the Citadel kits used to construct the hybrid buildings here. We are going to be deploying here in a moment, but I would like to remind our Silver Vault members, or those considering upgrading to a Silver Vault membership, that you have a lot of discount codes, GameMat.eu being one of them. As a Silver Vault member, you just have to go to the Vault section of the website to go check that out, or click on the link down below, or simply go to miniwargaming.com/silverdiscount, and that'll redirect you to where you need to be to figure all that stuff out. Yeah, so the mat, the terrain, and that the buildings are game mat, except for the buildings are from Games Workshop. We're gonna go ahead and roll off to pick sides, either that one over there or this one over here, and we'll show you what it looks like. And deployment is done. That one, the roll off for attacker defender. I decided to be the defender, and I went with this table side over here. Narratively, I imagine I'm the defender anyways. I have my Necron warriors front and center, Overlord and supporting characters behind, even though Orkin the Diviner is the champion of the battle for the Necron side. TRIARCH Stalker, Praetorians, Immortals, Ghost Ark with the 10 Reapers inside of it. And then across from us, we've got the clowns.
Yes.
Dancing clowns.
Send in the clowns.
Send in the clowns.
So the 1 Starweaver, the troop on foot, the 2 characters, Death Jester and Shadowseer. I've got bikes with the other 2. We're going to say that the only 1 model on board, this one, only the 1 extra model on the Star Weaver. That's where the general is. Or sorry, the troop master.
Well, he's not
The general. Not the warlord. And then more bikes.
Okay. And that's what we got for deployment. We're going to use the chapter approved rule of the winner of the roll-off must go first. Just because, I just like it. Gonna roll off. I got a 4. 3. Well, that's unfortunate. I did not want to go first.
I did not want to go first either.
And I will be recording from this side over here, just to give you guys an idea of perspective. Well. Turn 1, Necrons. I've already figured out what my protocols are going to be. First one will be Eternal Guardian. Unfortunately, each time an attack is made against this unit, if it did not make a normal move, advance or fall back, they will benefit from light cover, or if something declares a charge against this unit, if it's not within engagement range of the end of the unit, it can hold steady or set to defend. So, I am going to go ahead and just choose the second directive there. So if anything does charge me, I will get to hit on 5s if I want to overwatch from wherever I am. I will be going up to 13 command points for now in the command phase. Orkin the Diviner, he is a Chronomancer, so he has the ability to put vulnerable saves on Necron units. Doesn't have to be Saw Tech, but I mean in this case it doesn't quite matter. I guess that works on these guys if I really wanted to. But I will not do that. That will be going on the Necron Warriors, so they're going to be able to reroll their charge rolls, and, well, they have a 5-up invulnerable save now, which is nice. It's good for them. I'm happy for them. Also, he has a roll called The Stars Are Aligned, where I roll a d6 in my command phase. I have to roll under the current battle round number to benefit from it. His characteristics get boosted up. He becomes quite a bit more powerful. We have My Will Be Done going on those Necron Warriors, and the Royal Warden will say the Necron Warriors can fall back, shoot, and charge. Just going through the motions here. And that's pretty much it for my command phase. The Ghost Arc doesn't have anything to heal. In the movement phase, those Necron Warriors are going to be able to move 6 inches because of the character nearby, the Overlord, or the Royal Warden, either one. And they are going to advance. So they could go up to 11. They're going to be moving through the terrain there, so they're going to be a -2, so they'll go up to 9 inches. Ending there. And then we're going to have the Overlord just move up a wee bit. And the Crypto Thralls and Orkan the Diviner will move up a wee bit as well. They're just moving. There's an objective over there they moved on, so there's some benefit to going over there. The Royal Warden, he's going to move himself over here, I believe. Not too sure what the goal there is. I got to get tucked to get within 3 of some Necron Warriors. And then we are going to reposition this stuff back here. The Stalker is going to move forward but not fire at anything because it's shorter range. And we'll have the Ghost Arc move forward as well. Just a little bit. I wanted to go second and make a move over in that direction, but that's not going to happen for now. I'm going to keep you a little more reserved, and you can pounce on the other side later on. And then I got to figure out what to do with you two. I kind of want to be aggressive with the Praetorians. Aggressive. So you know what? Why not? Let's advance them. An extra 4. They're not core, so they don't get the extra movement from the Relentless March. They are the old jump units, so they do move up to about here. Oh, I knocked a guy over. Sad. Ending there, still in aura range for the support from the characters if that needs to come up. And then these Immortals are, we got a couple already in range of the objective. I think I'm just going to reposition them a little bit to more look in this direction. They only move 5 right now anyways. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have no shooting. I have no charging. I have no fighting. There's no morale. And that's it for my turn. We are done there. No scoring until the end of the battle rounds. That's another reason I want to go second. Note I'm on 2 of the objectives right now. So all Josh has to do is get on 3 of them to get the points for that. And then kill something to get 2 points. Alright, well, on to the Harlequins. They go up to 9 command points.
Yes. They did have to spend, there was 3 command points to get 2 extra relics, and then 1 on the extra pivotal roll.
That's only 3 command points spent, not 4. What was the 4th one? Sorry, it's 3 to get 2 relics?
Yeah.
Okay, the new books are only 2 for 2.
Well,
not a new book.
They specifically, they went through and they looked at all the armies that Luca plays, and they're like, that's the release schedule for new books.
Exactly.
Maybe against my better judgment, but Mr. Death Jester is going to just pop up, because I want to try to kill a thing.
Alright, thing killing.
Huh. Huh.
Hello? He's going to jump on Space Train. Alright, what's the next step?
I mean, I want to play aggressive, but it's not the right call right now. I got to kind of sit on objectives and do objective-based things. So we're going to jump the squad out, and they're going to go basically grab that objective. Yeah, come to think of it, there's no reason not to stay on board that I can think of right now.
So stay on board, just going to
Yes.
Star Weaver will fly on the objective, and then have some shots more in this direction, maybe.
I'm going to just auto-advance him, and he's going to end up over here instead to be able to throw some shots down range. Totally fits, trust me.
There we go. And then another unit will go and just take
Yeah, the other
place.
one's just going to go tag this.
All right, so you're going to boop, boop, same position. So at least we have some shuriken shots over here.
Perhaps against my better judgment, I'm going to advance these guys. I don't want to be like hyper aggressive, but I know I can't help it. They're going to go an extra 1.
Josh wants to get on 3 objectives this battle round.
I need to get on 3 objectives.
Yeah, to at least get a point over me, and it might cost the lives of a Harlequin unit, but points very valuable, obviously.
I need to command point that. I need more.
What do you need to show?
A 2.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
there
the
it
6
is.
is good enough.
And do I get the command point back?
Ooh, is yours
On
on
1.
Oh, it's equal to the value. Gotcha. Troop ends there.
Oh, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. I don't know. I see red as soon as I see Harlequins. I can't, or Necrons. I just can't help it.
Overly aggressive moves. Hey.
These bikes are going to zip their way up.
Behind the cover over there. Is that it for movement? Oh, we have one more unit
No,
of
I got
bikes.
another squad of bikes. I regret doing that with these guys, putting them here.
Oh, because the bikes have gone to stay?
Yeah, because I think I'm going to go
Aren't the-
aggressive bikes and go up.
I don't know much about it, but are the bikes more valuable or are they less valuable? I guess they're not
I
obsec,
don't.
but
It's continually being able to jump on objectives every turn. Mm-hmm. I'm just going for it, man.
the bikes are jumping forward. Josh wants to be aggressive. Josh will be aggressive.
Oh, everybody's yelling at me right now not to have done this.
We'll see how durable the Necrons can prove to be. I do have the invulnerable save up on the Warriors here. And not a lot of pressure on this side of the table. All the shots are pretty much going to be at the Warriors. We'll see how durable they can be.
I'm going to change up the movement to right here, and hopefully this works out for me. Because Luca was so kind of point out his reanimation, he could just come steal that objective.
Yeah, it's obvious Josh wants to light up the Warriors, and this has gotten people in the past. If it's hard to take out all 20 Warriors, and if I was to reanimate enough, because that was back here, I could just go chain on the objective with OBSEC and deny Josh the point.
Right. So, casting now. We're going to go Veil of Tears onto these Harlequins here.
All right, Veil of Tears from the
I think this is
SHADOWSEER.
on a 7.
Oh,
I don't get it.
Okay, well,
6.
a 7. This must be a good psychic power. Veil
That's
of
just a
Tears.
-1 to hit.
Oh, the little troop, gotcha.
Right. He's level 2, but the other ones are offensive that I don't have line of sight
got
to
you.
be able
Okay.
to cast or worry about.
All right, shooting time.
Yeah. I think we're going to start with this squad of bikes shooting at the big squad of warriors.
All right, so that's the back squad of bikes here, firing whatever weapons they have at my Warriors.
It's haywire cannons. It's not ideal.
Oh, I see. These are unfortunately blasts, though.
They are. That's why it's like, I'm like, it's such a juicy target. I'm an idiot.
3s to hit. I
They
should
were all
say
kind of
it's-
concentrated. It wasn't that bad.
it should be blast D6, I should say. So it's a total of 24 shots, which
Correct.
we had almost half miss somehow. Strength is
Only 4.
4 to wound. Okay, we've got
That's
4.
awful. What?
What is is it AP3 at least?
They'd be 1.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put these on 4 guys who have cover. Oh, I do. Oh, I don't reroll 1s. 3 guys are gonna die. It doesn't really matter who I pull. That's it for their shots.
Yep.
They reanimate on 5s, and they all come back to life. Oh, that means I get to reposition. Boop, boop, boop. That's the start of it. There's 3 coming back. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the 3 that we're gonna have cover. So it'd be you guys, because you would have been near that obstacle. I'm gonna pull them, and then reposition them, and we're gonna start this show off. You're gonna have to be within 2 of him, though. So that should be within 2 of him. So any more that die, Josh, you know, if like 3 more come back, I probably get the objective.
I'll kill him in the next thing.
All right, what's next?
I think I'm gonna spend 1 CP to fire and fade them, so they're gonna move.
Okay, 1 CP. They're gonna move. Is it?
They just get a move, and I get the command point back.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. So you got your 1 command point back. Cost you nothing. Nice. So you're still at 8, I believe. We back on up with those jet bikes.
No, thank you. I don't particularly love the idea of shooting more at them, because I mean, you're gonna just go take that objective.
Right.
But then also,
Because I can pull from over here and then reanimate in this
yeah, no, I
direction.
get it, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, whatever. It's that, or I'm gonna stand still and not do anything at
Right,
all.
it's-
So I might as well go for the long bomb.
Okay. All right. Is the exact same thing from that unit into them?
Yeah.
24 shots. The sneaky Necron things. Whee. Hitting on bed. That's a lot better. Again, these are D6 blasts, so it's 24 shots. 4 to wound. There's 5 kind of in there. I'm gonna do them first. And 2 of them are gonna have cover out front, so I have to do 2 at a time. I don't want to lose all of these guys right away. After those 5 die, I'll start taking from over here. 14 saves and they're AP1, so the 2 guys that do have cover, they're gonna start taking the saves first. They have 4 ups, they pass. And pass. I actually want to lose models. I wouldn't mind mitigating some damage. So 1 guy's dead so far. And the rest are going to be 5-ups, so 2 are dead. And then we have 3 more guys out of 5-ups. Okay, so all 5 of those guys inside are dead. And then I'm going to start going from left to right with the remaining 4, and these should all be 5-ups. So 1 more guy. So 3 from over there die, and then the 5 from inside of there die. So that's a total of 8 reanimation protocols. And then they stand up on 5s, re-rolling maybe 1. So we do get 3 of them back so far. So 5 are dead for now. So it's you 3. And then those 5 in there. There you go. And it doesn't specify on them, so it's to the base you have to measure on them. So as long as I'm more than an inch away, we're okay. And we do have a troop within 3 of it now. Who's shooting next?
Let's go ahead and have the Lament put shots into you.
The Lament? Oh, is that a relic sniper thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So where's this going? Warriors?
Into the Warriors as well. I gotta make sure he doesn't have any strats, though. I'm gonna fire it as the Shuriken, so I'm hitting on 2s.
Boop. These, oh, they're only. I thought he had something to do with like 3 shots
So
per.
every shot, it counts as 3 hits.
Oh, every 1 hit is 3 instead. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 9 hits. Nice.
And then these are looking for 3s to wound you.
Strength higher than 4.
Yeah, it's strength 6.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right. A few fails there. What's the AP?
3.
3. Okay, well, that goes right to their invulnerable save then. And that's going to be 3 6. So I'm going to start on that 1 model there, and then it's going to start from the daisy chain on the far end, working its way over this way. So here's the 6 saves. 5 up on the 1 guy. Actually, it doesn't really matter. He's dead. And then the rest are going to be. Yeah, they're all invulns. So I make 1. 5 of them are going to die. And then it's all coming. First guy over there, then coming from that way. And reanimate. We're going to reanimate 3 times. So you die, and then a few more from that direction die, and then 3 of them come back. We'll have just you go, I guess, over here. I don't know if that's important or not, but he will. Then these are the rest that died. I'm going to just put down 2 again over here to keep auras and everything happy for them on my next command phase coming up.
Shurikens off the boat.
The boat!
On 3.
Just regular shurikens with like Blade Storm? Okay, yeah. And should be 3s?
Yes, sir.
And then 6s are good. I think, what's the AP normally, 1 or no?
No AP normally.
No AP normally? I guess we'll just, again, take it from over there. Well, actually, I'll do 1 over there and 1 over there. And it's going to be the regular save, I guess, first. We pass, and then the invuln, we fail. So that guy dies. Does he reanimate? No. So he's dead. Boop. Then, to the other side.
Here, we're going to throw some shurikens downrange.
At the Praetorians?
Yes.
All right. Shurikens at Praetorians. We have 1 miss, not bad. And these are strength 6?
I think these are 6, yeah.
Okay, then we have 3 wound hits. The Praetorians have a 3-up armor save. They take 1 damage. 2 wounds each. So 1's down and 1 wound will say you have 1 wound left.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I got pistols on board.
Are these all fusion?
Yep.
All right, fusion into the warriors, I assume, because range? 3s?
Indeed,
Couple,
sir.
Couple of them miss, and these are 2s to wound. 3 saves, very nice. And I got the 5-up Chronomancer save. I don't know rightly where I want to take these from. Take them from the side over here. 5s. Fail them all. Reanimates. Succeed on all of them? I'll just put them back where they are.
Rolls are wild, my man.
I know. Sometimes it'd be like that way, though. Between Josh and I, there's always one of us gets something that the other person does not want all the time. For clarification, those 3 there die, and they just reanimate back to where they would have stood up again. Charge time?
I guess it's charge time. Charge here to here.
I mean, I might. So the whole unit gets Overwatch on a 5-up.
Yep.
All right, I guess I'll do it. How many wounds does this thing have?
Like 6.
Ooh. All right, well, go ahead, boys, do it. Then there's an FAQ that says Josh can get as many command points back with this as he wants.
No, I don't, though.
All right. I have 13 Necron warriors left in that unit. It's going to be 26 shots because I have longer rapid fire range with Saw Tech, and we'll see what we can accomplish with that. I got 13 dice in front of me. Let's do that twice. So 5s to hit. We have 5 hits on the first one, and another 3. So we have 8 hits in total. Bloop. So I was only rolling 11 dice. Here's the extra shots I missed out on. So we have 2 more hits. And 5's to wound. Look at that. We got 3 whole wounds. And you just have your invulnerable saves, I assume?
Yes.
These are only 1 damage each. It's going to be 2 damage. Dodge!
1/3 of my wounds.
6 inches. Bloop.
Yeah, we'll just go. My bikes are barely in range. I got to roll an 11-inch charge if I want to make it in.
No Overwatch.
Ready? Oh, no.
Not quite.
Come on, dice.
Are you going to re-roll it?
Yeah.
Command point?
Yeah. Do I get it back?
Ooh.
I do.
Okay, so it'll cost you nothing. We just don't have to detract. No.
No. Okay.
All right. So do your worst with your Starweaver.
Tragic. 3 attacks on 3s.
1 miss. And 3 stun, strength 5.
Yes, sir.
We have 1 wound hit.
Okay.
AP is
Nothing.
4 up. That's all, sorry, from that direction over there. Reanimate. We do. He's just gonna go back to where he died.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother with the piling in because I want to keep those guys where they are, and then there's some things closer in that direction because of the big daisy chain. I just have 2 of them attacking. 2 Necron warriors swinging their weird bladed Gauss flares. 2 hits, and we need 5 stun. We get double 1. That is that. Now it's morale time. I did lose 7 Necron warriors. Do you lower my leadership?
I don't anyway. Let me check, but learning as I go. So Luke is being so kind to let me go back and fix something. After fighting with him, I'm going to go Curtain Falls. It's 2 CP.
Curtain falls then.
It doesn't cost me anything, and I get to just move instead of consolidating.
Okay. You just want to get out of there?
Yeah, I'm flying away.
Okay, fair.
Instead, actually, you know what? No,
What's the matter? You don't want to stay in combat and keep my warriors tied up so I can't shoot?
No, because your own word right there, dingus. I know enough about your army that I know why I hate it.
Yeah, all right. Jumping back there. And this is
That
my...
didn't work. That was pretty bad. Oh, but there were so many of them that I could have killed.
The warrior, you killed 7. Well, you killed more than 7, but a lot stood up is the issue. I think like...
A lot stood back up, and that's kind of what I'm frustrated about, but that's okay.
I think 7 stood up.
Because it should have been, what, 5s rolling 1s to stand back up?
It's 5 rolling 1 standing up, so it's pretty close. It's like, it skirts
bad.
between a third and a half, right? It's a weird number. I actually got pretty close to the average standing back up. I think I got about 7 back up, maybe 8, so maybe above average. But in the end, no one gets any point. Actually, maybe, no, are you on... Do I actually win on objectives?
No, I think you win on objectives now.
Are you only on 2?
No, sorry, I'm on 3.
Okay, so it's a tie. So I'm on that objective, the one underneath this, and that one over there.
I'm not super happy. Are you gonna auto pass them?
Oh, I gotta roll them rally, right. I am not gonna waste my command points on that. They lost 7 to leadership 10, so if I roll 4, but I could re-roll it, come Sawtech. We're okay. Yeah, it's re-roll the morale test, not the combat attrition afterwards. And you could even do it if you could re-roll if you succeed if you wanted to. That's always a good option to have. But yeah, all around kind of like exciting first round. I got a lot of guys back.
I missed out on a point, but I mean, like, whatever. My forces are kind of they're kind of ready to get shot at. If I'm being totally honest.
We'll see. We'll see what we can accomplish while shooting at stuff. I don't expect I'll do a lot of damage, but I do want them to die. They're a target I would love to try and kill.
Just this entire flank?
Just the bikes.
Oh, the bikes. Okay.
Looking through the objectives, there's one over here.
Yeah. Sorry, I messed this up.
There's 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one's there, and Josh is on the other 2, 5, 6.
So you do get a point.
We actually do get a point for the Necrons, which is a very big deal. We're going to go on the second battle round, where I have a new protocol to activate. It'll be the protocol of the Undying Legions. I will choose the second directive. Every time a unit rolls for reanimation protocols, they get to reroll 1 of the dice. Sorry, a little glary there. Alrighty, living metals first, so that 1 wounded Praetorian heals back up to full, and I believe that's it for living metals. I got a few things to do in the command phase here. We're going to start with spending a command point on reconstitution protocols on the Ghost Ark. The Ghost Ark, if you're unfamiliar, it acts as a repair barge, and it's constantly swapping out damaged warriors. It gathers up damaged warriors and pumps them out once they're healed. And to represent that, it brings back D3 warriors, but the stratagem allows me to bring back D6. I choose a unit within 6, and they benefit from that. But Josh is going to roll a D6. On a 1, he'll get a command point. He doesn't. No. So that cost me 1. I believe I'm back down to 12.
You're back down to 12, and I'm sitting at 7.
Correct. All right. So I'm going to, instead of D3 warriors, D6 will join that unit. You're just following the normal rules for reanimation protocol. So 5. So I'm only missing 2. I should probably count my models before I do dice. I'm actually missing 8, which means my morale would have been a 3 up. I still rolled a 2. It means I got a couple more shots over Overwatch. I don't think it's going to matter too much, though.
No,
hopefully it doesn't matter.
You're good.
And
it's not those 2 that got through.
Yeah, we'll hope that. So those 3 don't come back, these 5 do. We'll put the 5 warriors in the back there, forming a second rank to get some guys to benefit from cover. That's going to be their home, I think. I don't really want to push too far forward. They only move 6 or 4 if they didn't have to hop over the sandbags there, which they would. And then the pivotal role on the Shadowseer is Shadowseer, correct?
Shadowseer, correct.
Yeah, Shadowseer is rather good against my Sawtech trade here. The
Veil of Illusion.
The Veil of Illusion, when they go to fire at anything within, I believe, 9 or 12 of her, in this case, it doesn't matter.
She's got the Shadowstone for the bigger aura.
And that means that whatever my distance is to the enemy, I actually add 6 to that distance, and that's the actual distance there. So these guys are about 16 inches away when they go to fire at them, which means they're actually 22 inches away, which is in range of their weapons, but they don't get to rapid fire a Sawtech. I was kind of hoping it was the other way around, where they just simply reduce 6 inches from the range of the weapons, which means I would still get to rapid fire. In this case, I do not. I don't think there's a reason to pop the res orb. Getting 5 back was a pretty big deal. I was kind of gambling because if I brought more back first and then the res orb would have been less effective, but I think just missing the 8 wasn't enough. With the d6 coming back wasn't enough to justify the res orb. We are going to do My Will Be Done on those warriors though, so they get +1 to hit when that comes up. And then Orcan the Diviner will still target them with this Chronomancer trait, 6 inches on that range, so they will continue to have their 5-up invulnerable save. They're I believe the best target right now. They're holding me the most value. And then we're going to see if the stars are aligned for him. I need to roll a 1 because it's battle round 2. We don't, so he's not empowered yet. And is that it? Well, the Royal Warden does something, but it won't have any effect now. And yeah, I believe that's it. Movement, I think we're going to have the Triarch Praetorians move to over here. I'm having a hard time picking this guy up. We just want them to, they're not really going to jump on anything too much right now. They want to get some benefits from the obstacle here. And then with the ability with fly to jump to either side next turn if they need to. No reason to be aggressive with them for now. Because of that aura from the Shadowseer, I'm not super concerned with the Immortals. Their glorious 170 points are probably just going to be spent on this objective for the majority of the game here. While we move the command barge, I guess we'll move these guys first. We're gonna skitter up the board here. Orcan's gonna move up. And no, we're gonna go more in this direction. There we go. We'll say they all advance, whatever. They're not shooting anything anyways. Whereas this bad boy can move to over here. And then that will give room for Royal Warden to move forward and Stalker to move forward. But more in this direction. The Ghost Ark's going to shove himself up there though. Because the Warriors were able to go and manipulate that objective over there, we are going to keep the Ghost Ark kind of hanging out over here. And then these Immortals are just going to, I don't know, like, who knows, right? I have no idea. These guys are just going to hang out. It's going to collect around this objective, and then if that Solitaire decides to show his face around here, then...
I don't know if that's what I'd want to go after. They're kind of tough. Are they 2 wounds?
They're 1 wound, T5.
That's it.
You know what? We will advance them forward just to get in range of command protocols in case that pops up. Let's have a little guy hang out like over here or something. Just to move them up. I don't really care too much more than that, I suppose. And then we'll just have these guys hang out, and if they need to take some hits for the objective, then they can do so, and they should all be coherent still. Go to this side. I'm not really in love with a lot of this, but I suppose it is what it is. We're going to move you up just so you're a little bit closer to that. There, done. We'll move you there because you're already in range to fire what I want you to fire at, and that just gives me like a bit better line of sight maybe. And we're going to go on to shooting, I guess. Unfortunately for now, the Stalker doesn't have range to fire anything because of the aura on the Shadowseer here. We're making it so he's technically like 26 inches away. We do want to kill off these Harlequins though, these troops. So we're gonna go ahead and put the Overlord. It's tough to say. We're gonna do the Overlord firing at the troops. Okay. Would you like to lightning strikes this?
Oh, the lightning fast reactions gets me a... Oh, that's the -1 to hit rolls, right?
Right, he hits on 2s normally.
That's probably worth lightning fast reactions. Luca was so kind to explain the mechanics of what he's trying to do here.
And I'm going to fire everything else at them, so you might as well lightning fast this one.
Cost me nothing.
Oh, it's 2 for that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was 1. Dang. Man. That doesn't feel right. I don't like it, but it's in the FAQ.
Okay, so, I mean, it never works this well.
I know, it's working incredibly well. It's only a 1 in 6 chance per stratagem, so it should only work once every 6
stratagems. Well, that's what Matt was saying.
Spent.
It should just be on a 6-up, you don't...
It shouldn't matter,
you get
right? Yeah.
the command, or, yeah, it's...
It's just a weird, it's just a Harlequin way of doing it. It's all it really is. I have 3 shots with this, hitting on... Okay, well, I hit. All I needed to do was target something. And we wound. You have a 4-up invulnerable save. You're good. You pass. Okay. All right. Next up, we're going to have these Necron warriors fire at them. We're going to spend command points on Methodical Destruction, so they all get +1 to hit.
How many command points are you spending?
I don't know. It's like 2 or 3, so I'll roll the die and I'll go look if you roll a 2 or 3. Roll the 3. I think it's 2. It's actually 2 command points from Methodical Destruction. I'll go with the Ghost Ark first, though, because he's the one furthest away, so I might as well. It's going to be 10 shots. I don't get to rapid fire, unfortunately, because of the Shadowseer. I mean, if I was rapid firing, it's probably a little bit too many shots for the Harlequins to handle anyway, so this is why they need things like this. We have 10 shots with the Flare Arrays, because, you know, they fire in all directions now, which is awesome. Everyone loves that. These hit on
Back to 3s, right?
Back to 3s, correct, yep. Had I had range with the... That's a miss, by the way. Had I had range with the Stalker, it's reroll hit rolls of 1, which is nice, but I don't, unfortunately. These are 3s to wound.
-1 to wound.
4s to wound, 2 wounding hits. Gotta remember the Shadowseer.
Protect from harm Shadowseer thing.
And that's going to be no dead. All right. And then we're going to do the 18 shots from the Warriors. Now, the Warriors have +2 to hit, and there's a -1 to hit, so we have +1 to hit in the end, which means we're hitting on 2s. No rerolling 1s. We have a miss. And then these are wounding on 4s because of the Shadowseer. 4s! Alrighty. Some. I would like to kill some of them. So we have 4, 9 wounds.
Dance your little Harlequin butts off.
That's pretty good. It only kills 3. Yep. Right. That's all I got. We kill 1 on the objective, 2, and 3. All right. I have no ambitions to charge because of the negatives and all that stuff. Nah, I got no ambitions to charge. Their leadership 8, they could fail. They lost 3. That is a fail. Don't forget to fire the Royal Warden, but we're going to go ahead and resolve this. I was going to fire the Royal Warden at the bike, so that's completely separate, so it wouldn't matter. And 1s. 2 more run.
Pretty rough.
All right, so that troop, a little shaken up from all the firepower. They weathered, but their nerves break. And then the Royal Warden's got 2 shots at them. He's in range even with the negative. We're done. There we go. Look at that. Okay. They're -1 to hit, right?
Pardon me?
They should be -1 to hit?
They're -1 base.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. And that's it for my turn. I don't kill anything, but I am standing firm on 3 objectives. So Josh, to deny me the point, just has to get on a 3rd one. But the problem is the 3rd one is way over here close to all my stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we are on to Harlequin's turn. Command phase. They gain a command point going up to 8. Nice. All right.
Yes. And this is for all the marbles, so I just got to start getting out and trying to do a thing.
All right, so we are disembarking the fusion pistols from this transport who had ambitions last turn.
And then they're going to move.
Do you want to advance them? Or do they become -1 to hit with the pistols if you do?
I think the way it works is that I either have to have the fly keyword, or I can't remember. I think if I have the fly keyword, they become assault, or if they're on a transport with fly.
Gotcha, but if they're on the ground. If they're flipping around, they don't actually get a benefit from it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Send you back over there.
Welcome back.
Hello!
This is the turn for it.
Hello again!
Death Jester. Moving to the other side of Space Train.
Death Jest is way over there.
Shadowseer. Should definitely move its aura out of range of everything so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Please. Be in regular rapid fire range to actually rapid fire with my Saw Attack Force. Ugh.
That's so I feel so bad for you. I'm going to just fudge a little bit of movement because he's going to pop over here instead.
And the bike's going to take that position by advancing.
Correct, yeah.
Bike's going to try and hit this warrior flank hard.
I'm going to go for the prismatic blur there, so it's 1 CP.
You get better invuln.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, I got it back.
I don't know. I get such tunnel vision. Like, I hate Necrons so bad. They're going to advance.
Alrighty.
Extra 6. These bikes are going to move up to take this position.
Advancing onto this objective.
Why am I focusing everything on one stupid squad of... How many are... What are those warriors worth?
260 points for 20. 13 points a model. And then from these bikes, that Star Weaver is going to jump onto the objective on the other side, right beside the Praetorians, actually.
Can they heroically intervene or anything?
No. You are safe from that.
Not super value, don't really love this, but they're probably going to jump out over here.
Is that their life?
It might be. Whatever. If you're targeting, if you're killing them, I've lost everything else, so that's okay.
100%. What's that Star Weaver going to do?
It's probably going to move like 28 inches because it's got the stupid guy on board.
Stupid guy. Go more on this flank?
Yeah, I really hate warriors.
All right, fine. I'll have you know there's 10 more in there. Ooh.
No!
Then reinforcement steps, the Solitaire.
The shocking emergence, haha!
Wait, look at Josh trying to lie to me. I knew he'd go for them. That's a fight we're gonna have all game, I hope. Solitaire versus Warriors. Immortals. Gosh. Now it is Psychic Phase.
I'm gonna go for the Veil of whatever it is. The Veil of Hit Less.
On the troop.
Yeah, so -1 to hit him if I get this off.
Hey, you did.
Yeah, I got it.
I got no way to stop it, so it's all yours.
Okay. And then just a smite.
Schmoit. That is not good.
Okay.
Okay. Shooting time.
Yep, it's shooting time. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else here. I know I am. Everybody commenting to tell me what I forgot. Pistols.
Right.
Pistols.
Pistols sitting on 3s. Should be no negatives or positives, right? They all hit. And 2s to wound because strength 8. Fusion. Right?
Yes, sir.
1 fail. I do have the Chronomancer save on them. It's for Necrons. It's important to dictate where these saves are coming from. First, I'm just going to give up on that objective. That is yours. You know what? The fact that I got one last turn, nice fluke. So those saves are coming from over there. Well, 3 of them survive. And then can I reanimate the fusion? I don't, but I have Undying Legions active, so I reroll. I do. Look, okay. Well, 4 of them die, so I'm just going to still take those 4. No. Oh, crap. Only 1 died. No. All right, 3 stand. 3 stand to die later. You die. And then you reanimate over here.
Let's go. You know what? The Haywire's going to get you this time.
It'll be this time, for sure.
For sure. I'm going to get you so good.
This is it. The 24 shots.
So embarrassed.
3s! And 4s. And you said AP 1?
Yes, sir.
We're going to start with those 4 outside. That's 8 there. So here's the 4. They have 5 ups. So they met past 2 of them. 2 of them are dead, so I got to keep going 2 at a time. Another one passes. A 3rd one is dead. Then there's 1 guy there. He's alive, and he is dead. So all 4 of them are dead, and that's 4 reanimation protocols. I pass 1, and Undying Legions lets me reroll 1. I pass 1, so 3. 3 are dead for good. But 1 comes back. Well, one of these guys will come back. You're supposed to be there to make room for a 2nd guy to go there. You 3 are dead. Are you done? Fire my warriors! I threw a die.
Did you get super excited
I
there?
did. Well, I had like too many in my hand. I threw
Just
one.
throw one?
I was pointing.
I think what I'm going to do is put the shots onto the Ghost Ark and try to get the Ghost Ark down.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to fire the Haywire at my vehicle. I will do Quantum Deflection, because why not? So it's 1 CP, you get on a 1.
What's Quantum Deflection do?
I increase my invulnerable save to 4 up from its regular 5 up.
Gotcha.
Wait a second. Do I have a 3 up save normally? You're only AP 1, right?
Yep.
Alright, never mind. I'm actually not going to do that. There's literally no reason to do that. I got like overzealous.
You could almost give me a CP. That would be cool.
And this is D6 shots, so we have 6, 11, 14.
3s.
Okay, so I like that. Average. Nice. Now this wounds me on 5s, right?
Yes, but 4 still do the mortal wounds.
Correct. So my quantum shielding doesn't matter here, really. We have a bunch of mortal wounds. The 6s are even better mortal wounds. And then 4 actual wounds. 5 mortal wounds plus 2d3. So it's 5, 6, 9. Ooh, okay.
And then there's 4 wounding hits total.
Gotcha. 4 wounding hits. He's okay. He's still alive. He's not dead. I think he has 14 wounds. Okay, Ghost Ark's kind of hurting. Down to 2 remaining wounds. He's got 14 though, I suppose.
I'm going to fire the little grenade at your...
Ghost Ark.
Ghost Ark, yeah, that's it.
Phantasm grenade launcher at it. Do you have to see if you hit first?
Yes.
Okay, we do hit. And then you have to roll equal to or greater than leadership 10 to do D3 mortal wounds.
Nope.
Alright,
Nope.
So the grenade launcher bounces off whatever part of it and does no damage.
I'm going to jump over and fire.
Fire invade?
Yeah.
Once,
I think that was 1. Ooh.
well, it's not 3. And where's she going?
She's going to...
Provide a bigger aura? Oh, back there. But she's got a big aura anyways. Smart. I like it.
right about there.
Still,
this is awkward. Like, should I start to target your
I don't know. Should you?
Ghost Ark? Should I try to kill a Ghost Ark? Let's gonna go here, shooting into it.
Now this one, man. No, I'm not going to pop it. It's probably dead. So
Oh, you're fine.
I might be okay. I'm debating on deflection or not, but... Ooh, 1 miss. And these are 4s to wound. Well, unless it's strength 5. I think it's
I
strength
gotta
6.
check in a second here.
Oh, dang. There's a 6. Do the big AP one first. Don't roll 4. Oh, I would have saved it. But let's see if it matters on these other ones. So I got 1 wound left. And... Oh, I would have failed anyways. It's all good. All good. So we have to disembark the guys inside. See if I explode first. I don't. And then the 10 guys, I'm just going to roll for it now. I'm going to place them and lose 4 of them. Oof. Placing the 6 Reapers there. I was going to put them all around in this direction and pull from over here anyway. So I know doing the roll before placing them is not the proper order, but in this case it didn't matter. Losing that Ghost Ark there kind of sucked for me. I had plans for him. Didn't expect to lose him there, but the Haywire is, good against vehicles.
Go to the Death Jester. I don't know. I still need them to die. Yeah, let's target the Warriors again.
All right, 3 shots to them. Every hit is actually 3 hits. We have 9 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
Ooh, that's really good. 8 wounds. These are just 5 ups. AP super good. We make 4 of them. And 4 die. 4 from over there towards the characters, or from the right. Reanimates. I get to reroll everything. Reanimates. All right, only 1 dies. 3 come back though. So of them, those 4 die. But only 1 is dead for good. Animating the 3 in the back row there.
Here, I'm going to go ahead and try to pick on the 6-man Warrior squad.
All right, and further back there. 3s to hit them. Shoot down table. Half hit. And 3s. 6s are good. Just AP nothing normally, eh?
Correct, yeah.
I'll put them on the 4 in the back there. They have a 3-up save. Pass 1, fail 1, reanimate. We fail, and there is a character within 6. Reanimate, reroll. We're good. I'll say you die and reanimate over here instead. Just make sure within 6 for later.
This star river here, fusion pistols into your Praetorians?
Yeah, the Praetorians.
Trees.
I don't think this guy's got anything in him. Because you unloaded them
Oh,
over there.
I did. You're
yeah,
right.
I'm like, well,
You're right.
wait a second.
Oh.
This isn't right.
Yep. I don't care. Luca offered to delete it. So
I was
so
gonna, like,
didn't look
delete
like a
the
big
footage.
dummy, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that. I don't mind looking like a dummy.
All right, so we'll go with that thing firing normally.
Yeah, and we'll put it into the 6-man warrior blob.
Alrighty. 6-man warriors. And we hit with most everything. And 3s to wound. I'll tell you, 2 good ones too. I have to keep taking saves on him first because he's the guy who passed. So 1 at a time on him till he's dead. He's dead. All right. Bloop. Then I'll do the next save on him with no AP, I guess. And then I'll do the 2 -3s 1 at a time on him. He's dead. And then I'll do 1 on the guy in cover who is dead too. So they both die. So 3 of them die. And reanimate. 4s. Sorry, 5s. But I get to reroll. I get to reroll 1. No, just 1 stands back up though. 1 of them is back. You 2 are dead.
If anybody was curious, Luca he was perfectly out of sight for the Death Jester to shoot at that 6-man squad. Otherwise, that would have been his target.
Oh,
Everybody
really?
typing furiously.
Oh, I see.
You placed them absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, because this leg here stops line of sight.
Did you not even realize you did that?
Nope, I had no care in the world for them. I just put them down. Put them wherever they could fit that would get some influence over on the side of the...
Man, I'm impressed. Well, time for some charges.
He's got short range firing, I guess.
He doesn't have a gun.
No, oh, no gun. All right, so he's charging them, I assume?
Yep.
He needs to show a 9 on 3 dice, and he does not.
So we're close.
Would you like to re-roll?
I don't know. It's kind of important for me to get him in. So yeah, I will re-roll that.
All right,
Do I get it back?
Back first? No.
No.
So it costs 1. And then the re-roll. There you go, 11. Oh, ooh, over there.
I will declare with this troop.
It affects Overwatch 2, I'd assume. The aura.
I don't think it's.
I don't care about that Overwatch. I don't get the defensible trait one because they're all within range of that wall there, but they're charging from this direction.
I think I gotta show about a 10 on this.
Well, we got a 3 instead. All right, who would like to charge next?
Okay.
How about the much closer squad?
I mean, that's a strong consideration.
I
Luca.
would much rather Overwatch them because I would get the +1 to. I'd Overwatch on 5s against them.
Bikes.
Bikes. I'm not gonna Overwatch them.
No.
No,
I need less.
it's true. Not a 6 though. Ooh, I only need a 7 apparently on that charge. A lot closer, or a lot closer to the roll than what I thought. But I luckily dodged that charge as well.
Yeah, let's do this Weaver of Stars.
That one I would get the +1 to hit too, because it would draw a line through that and there. But no, actually I probably wouldn't. You know what? Go ahead and charge. Ooh, 10, you're in. All right, no Overwatching for me. That wasn't a very valuable Overwatch for me anyways. For anyone who's curious why I didn't do it. I would only do a couple wounds, maybe. I only had 4 wounds left.
Yeah.
And the troop.
The Troupe. 6.
No, I guess I would declare the hold steady. Not the +1 to hit for Overwatch, but the +1 to hit when melee comes around.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll matter. I don't know if it'll matter or not, but it might. They're all within 3 of that piece there. No hero conventions, not within 3 for the Vanquisher's mask, so it is Josh's go with whomever he wants of these 2. We're going to be swinging with these Harlequins here, this troop against the Necron Warriors. Apparently the regular guy first.
Yeah, just the regular Harlequin's blade.
3s, I assume?
Yes, sir.
I have 4 attacks each. That's
They do.
pretty good. That does start to ring some bells. We get a couple wounds, I assume.
Yes.
Is there any AP on this?
No.
All right, so we got the guys on the hard cover from the sandbag, so 3 ups. Okay, 1 guy's dead so far, but we have to wait for the whole unit to die. So I should say attack. I guess we'll pull you because you're within 3 of the sandbags there. I'll make a pile.
Now I'm going to give you a kiss.
We got a couple hits there. What does this one do?
This is the -1 AP +1 strength.
Okay, so we have 1 wound.
Yes.
And -1 AP.
Yes.
So 4 up save, which we fail. That'll be this buddy over here. Actually, that's within 3 of them. Might as well be him. I'll just replace him. There we go.
1 embrace. This is wounding on force.
Okay. And the AP is...
This one's only AP -1 as well. Sorry, AP 2.
Oh, then I failed with AP 2. You're gonna fail. You die. So you killed 3 so far. Then power swords?
Actually, give me a sec. Now it's the caress.
Ooh. 3s, I assume.
Yes,
And
indeed.
these are strength 5 now, so wounding on 3s. And the AP is...
2.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so 5. We'll continue just being guys from the back. Ah, So -2. I go to 5 up, so that's 4 more dead. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 7 dead, and they get to attempt to reanimate. 5s! Reroll 1s. So we have 2 of them standing back up, and I get to reroll 1 die because of Undying Legion. Ooh, just 5, only 2 stand back up. 5 gets super killed. I want to make sure I get some attacks. So we're going to reanimate over here. And I also want to make sure I get... Ooh, jeez. And we'll go here as well. That's not attacking. We'll actually make him the furthest warrior from the camera over there instead. Then we have the Weaver or the Solitaire. I'm not going to...
Not going to interrupt?
No.
Okay, I guess we'll just do the Weaver.
All right, Weaver then.
3s
Okay.
into 3s.
And I fail. And does he reanimate? Reroll. No. Killed one more guy. Let's just go with you. All right, Solitaire's up next. He's got 10 attacks. It's kind of scary against the
Using
Immortals
the
here.
Caress.
Yeah, he's using the Caress. He's got like 2 different weapons, I think he chooses.
It's a Caress and a Kiss, yeah.
Right. All the extras... The champion thing's actually making him pretty scary here. Well, no surprise, realistically.
It's making him wound on 3s now, which is kind of a big deal.
That's nice. It's +1 wound in this case. 10 attacks because of the champion trait as well.
Yes, looking for 2s to hit.
Okay, well, I'm happy
Let's
with
see
the
that
3
balances it back out.
and 3s to wound.
Indeed, good sir.
All right, a couple more fails. That's 5 wounding hits.
And -2.
-2, but they have a 3-up save. And 5 up. Oh, nice. Only 2 die. But do they die? Reanimate. Rerolling one of them because we're near... Sorry, I'm going to pull not the guys near the character. Oh, so it didn't help. So the 2 that were going to die were you and you because we have that guy within 6. Next up, these warriors will go. I've got 1, 4, 5 that can attack the Harlequins and 2 in the back that can't do much because they're not within half an inch. The wall's a lot bigger than an inch. We'll just have you fight over there and you'll stay over there. So we got 1 attacking the Star Weaver and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking the actual troop. So the 5 attacking the troop, we get +1 because of the terrain giving us +1 to hit, and then we have My Will Be Done against the -1 to hit they have built into them. So 2s and 3s. 4 wounding hits from the warriors.
Ooh.
And then they get the Dance Dance save. 4 ups. And I kill none. They're all 4 ups.
Ooh, okay.
And against the transport, no, nothing. Brings us to the end of the fight phase.
I'm going to spend the 3 CP to have the troop swing again.
Troops swinging again. Is it the...
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
you need
spend
to...
3.
I assume it's 3, yeah.
Let's work our way up here. The regular swing.
Regular guy. I should note that the Immortals do get to fight. It's
yeah.
fine. We'll do them after because it's unimportant. It's just 2 guys.
Sorry, is that
attacking.
end of the fight phase?
I know, because I only just remember they fight now.
Gotcha. Okay.
And these are 5s?
4s.
Oh, they're +1 strength.
Oh, no, sorry. You're right. That is 5s.
Single kiss. We have all hit. And this is strength +1.
Yes.
4s. Got 2. AP's 1.
1, correct.
Oh, I failed 2 more. Oh, that's not good. Ugh. That's really not good, guys. Oh, I assume I'm going to lose another one, so I'll pull that guy next.
The embrace. 4s to wound.
Ooh.
Those are AP 3.
All right. 5s. Make 2 of them because we got the invuln. And then there's just 1 dead guy. So you die.
And the 2 of whichever one I haven't said yet.
That's fair. A couple misses. And these are strength
5.
3s. Okay, only 3. I'm okay then. Unless you want to re-roll one. Oh, you haven't re-rolled this phase. I have 4 guys. I cannot die here.
Yes.
That's what the re-roll is. Yeah. Okay, we got 4 wounding hits. Did you get it back?
Good call.
No.
No.
All right. So AP is...
This is AP 2.
Oh, I pass 2 of them. So 2 more guys die. So I am fine with that unit. I'm still in the game with them. Well, the 2 that are... Because I need that model there to be near the res orb when that comes up. So you're dead. And you're dead. But I get to reanimate these guys still. That's it for their attack. So it's going to be 5 dead models. Do they reanimate? 3 of them will. And I get to reroll 1 for Undying Legions. Didn't help. 3 stand up, though. That's a big hit on them, though. They lost quite a bit of models. They lost 13.
Let's see if I can do it.
But after that, I do resolve this. It's just give within half an inch, you fight there, and then boom, 2 immortals attacking. It's 4 attacks against the Solitaire. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s and wounding on those.
That.
You have. Does he still have a 3-up invuln?
He does, yeah.
He will take no damage. That will bring it to morale, where I will obviously spend 2 command points on insane bravery on the warriors. So I do not need to run away on them. Do you get it back? You do. You actually gain 2
Thank
command
you for
points.
those 2.
You're welcome. And I'm curious what I would have rolled, though. Because I don't think I would need it anywhere else. They would have definitely ran away, or the reroll would have ran away. I need a 1. You know what? For the fun, if they're going to run away, 1's going to run. I have 4 left. And I would have...
Oh, that was my objective. So that was value.
I had, yeah. Plus, there's just more bodies there for next turn. Guaranteed bodies, at least, is nice to have. That puts me down to 8 command points. Unfortunately for me, though, that was an exceptionally good battle round for Josh. He was able to kill my Ghost Ark, which I didn't expect to lose unless both of the bikes shot at it, but they did. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. I'll live with the one bike unit shooting at it, but it still died to the one bike unit, essentially. Something else supported it. And then I lost on the objective game, too, because you're on 1, 2, 3 over there, and I'm on 1, 2. You actually might be on 4.
I think I'm on 4, yeah.
1, 2, is there one over there?
There's one right here.
Oh, 3, and then 4 over there. So I have to wrestle you off 2 of them, which shouldn't be, well, it's not easy, but I'll have to work towards that. And more importantly, I got to kill a lot of stuff. New protocol is Protocol of the Conquering Tyrant. This is the Saw Tech specific one, so I get both directives. I have extra range to my aura abilities and other abilities, as you can see listed there, and units with this directive for the second one can fall back and shoot at -1 to hit. All that's really going to affect is them, because the Royal Warden can just tell the other unit to do that. And so what we're going to do here in the command phase, we're going to gain a command point, and we are going to have Orican the Diviner put the Chronomancer trait, I believe, on these Praetorians right now. And then we're going to have the Royal Warden put the Adaptive Strategy ability onto those Necron warriors so they're able to fall back, shoot, and charge this turn. It's tough, but pretty sure the Overlord will do my will be done on those same warriors. Right there. And then lastly, the Overlord will crack the Resurrect, or use the energies from the Resurrection Orb at the end of her War Scythe on those Necron warriors, and we are missing 15 of them, so we get 15 reanimation protocol rolls. We're rolling ones, because they are Necron warriors. No Undying Legion, though. You know, I have yet to roll perfect reanimation rolls with a Res Orb before. Oh, I just dropped all the dice. So I've never rolled 15 5-ups, is what I'm saying here. That would be ideal.
Yeah, you usually only get, what, like 13?
Yeah, only 13. I can't pick up that last die. Here we go. There we go. We did it. 5s. Really. Oh, look at that. Still almost worth. It depends on what these ones roll. Okay, so we get 4 in the back, which is more points than the orb is. I just would have liked to have, you know, more than 9 there. Or 8, I guess. All right, we got a little bit more of a unit there, and I forgot to roll for Orc and the Diviners. The stars are aligned. On a 1 or 2, he empowers now. No, not quite yet. That should be it. We are then going to go ahead and proceed to movement, where I need to make sure I move something near those troops, because Josh was kind enough to inform me that they get to consolidate 6 inches after something falls back from them, so they can just kind of keep something engaged in combat, which is not what I want to happen whatsoever.
I really want to get to the point that I feel like I've informed my opponents enough about that, and I can start to do the gutches.
No, you're going to have to do that.
I know. I have to explain. It's the same with Tanglefoot grenades. Like, I have to re-explain Tanglefoot grenades every time somebody moves a single unit.
Right. It's not so much re-explain, but reminding them that it's there. Like, don't forget, I could Tanglefoot grenade. It's always good courtesy to do that with your opponent. Unless you're at a tournament, then by all means, do whatever you want there. First thing I will do is have these Immortals fall back, because I don't think there's any downside to that. They are under the effects of the second directive of Conquering Tyrant, so they're going to be able to fire this turn at -1, because they're near a character. Now, Solitaire has the capability of heroically intervening.
I think it's any of my characters can for command points.
So any of the characters can heroically intervene up to 6 inches. They only move 6 near a character, so even if I was to fall back my maximum, he'd still technically be able to go with the 6 and be within engagement range. So I can't avoid that, but I can go more than 3 away and still have the 1 model on this objective as a troop with OBSEC. And this is their new position they end up in. I'm going to move these boys. They only move 4 inches, so they're not going to move too much. Actually, no, I might move them after, because these guys are going to have to fall back and reposition, so I might not have as much room for them. They might just end up lining up against the sandbags on the other side. The Praetorians are bouncing out. They're going to try and threaten these Harlequin jet bikes. The Praetorians, over there, I think I already showed that off. The Crypto Thralls are going to move, though. They have to move close to over here, because...
Those poor little Crypto Thralls.
They're going to move to there, and then Orc and the Diviner is going to go and hang out with them as well. He has an ability where he always fights first. So it's okay if things heroically intervene into him. He's prescient targeting. He sees the future. He's a Chronomancer. The warriors in there are going to fall back over in this little pocket here. In fact, I am just going to move these guys to the other side of it, just so that they're all relatively in range. All right, so the warriors form a 3x3 cube in the corner on that one objective. Would you like to do the consolidation strat with them?
No.
Okay. It means I can shoot them now.
Yep.
I guess Orc can kill them in combat anyways. He ignores invulnerable saves as well with his
I know.
Staff of Tomorrow.
As soon as Luca figured out I was playing Harlequins, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I got a character that ignores invul."
Right, yeah.
So we had a good chuckle at that.
It's a few attacks in melee, but it's
He's
still...
not super scary. I mean, it's not a shard.
He becomes a shard when he empowers, though.
But he doesn't start as being a shard.
He doesn't start as a shard.
Does he
that's
get the
fair.
same? He can't be killed.
No, he doesn't get.
Oh.
He doesn't get that. He his
Okay.
stats are very similar to the shard.
So yeah, the one thing that makes the shard obnoxious, he doesn't get.
Oh, I think a lot of the other. Yeah, I guess.
There's some pretty obnoxious stuff, but that's the one where it's like that's just not.
Or is that maybe your thing you hate the most about them?
I'd be curious to see in the comment section people saying like, yeah, like
They do a ton of mortal wounds.
Sure. So there's a bunch of other stuff in the game.
That's true, but like different
What
things
other
annoy
thing in the
different
game
people.
can you not kill no matter how much you shoot at it? You can shoot 1,000,000 points at it. And
Gazgul
it doesn't-
Thraka.
What?
Gazgul Thraka.
Yeah, but he's Gazgul Thraka. Nobody cares about him.
Fair. The Necron Overlord is going to have a hard time moving on this mat for some reason. Position itself to go right there, just to take some shots if it needs to. And then, I don't know, just kind of hang out in the middle of nowhere, just doing cool Overlord stuff, I suppose. Now, these over here, the Royal Warden is going to move to about there, and then the Stalker is going to, I better look up its move, because I might do try and get over here or something, because I want to charge and maybe get near that objective. I don't know, the Stalker's horrible. Stalker will end up moving there. I guess, all things considered, that's that. We are going to go on to shooting, because I have nothing else to do, and, well, we're going to, these things are -1 to hit naturally. We're going to have the Royal Warden rapid fire into those bikes in the middle.
Okay.
Would you like to lightning fast reflexes?
No.
Okay. They're already -1 to hit, I guess.
Yeah.
That's right. That's fair. 4 shots on 4s. Oh, we got a couple hits. Ooh, the -1 hit stopped 2 of them. And, ooh, you're probably you're T4, aren't you?
They are T4, yeah.
So 2 wounding hits.
Are these silly 3 damage?
I wish. They're 2.
Oh, they're 2? Okay.
Oh,
fine.
You've made quite a bit of those.
I
do methodical destruction on this. So that's 2 command points. The rest of my army that attacks them this turn is +1 to hit.
No, okay, no.
That's only until the end of the shooting phase. We will go.
You still want to do that, though?
I will do that, yeah. Because I'll be firing a few more things at them. Like the Overlord will fire at them. He's got 3 shots with his Gauss Cannon, D3 damage each. Would you like to lightning fast reflexes?
Nope.
All right, we hit on 2s. Oh, there's 1 and 3s. 2 wounds. Invulns. Failed 1.
That one.
And the damage is 1 dead bike.
Oof. I'll kill this one off.
Ooh, regret I'm not firing as many things at them as I thought. I'll keep the CP spent on it because I was going to fire them and I went to go double check. I'm like, oh, right, it says Sawtech only. They're not Sawtech, they're dynastic agents. They don't get the +1 to hit. Womp, womp, womp. It's okay, I got a bunch of command points. I am going to go ahead and fire next the Crypto Thralls. They have like little weird eye laser pistols into the Harlequins, the troop. 4 pistol shots hitting on 4s because we're -1 to hit but +1 to hit, and 3s. 1 wound. Invulnerable save. Avoidance. 1 dead dude. 1 dead elf.
The dead elf will be... Oh, you're in here, so there. Yep.
And the Crypto Thralls will go the Triarch Stalker, firing at this Starweaver with his Particle Whip. No, Particle Caster. I believe it's Caster. Wow. It's the heavy 8. It's pretty much, it's a strength 6 autocannon, I guess, kind of. 4s to hit. And...
That's with the -1, I assume?
Yeah, it's with the -1. And 3s to wound. 2 wounding hits. Invulns. Ooh, that's 4 damage.
Down to 2.
Down to 2. These Immortals are going to go ahead and put 16 shots into the
Why are you
Solitaire.
gonna be like that, homie?
We're already -1 to hit, so we're hitting on 4s. Nah, I'm not going to do any strats on this.
Give me command points.
There's only a couple 6s anyways. These are 4. Oh, that would have been almost all hits if it was. Well, I mean, at least I get to shoot. It's that or I don't get to shoot. These wound on 3s. We have 5 saves on him. Yo, he takes 3. He goes from 7 because he's a champion down to 4. We're getting there. It's slow and arduous. 4 Necron Warriors with their Assault 2 Gauss Reapers will fire into that Starweaver. 8 shots on 3s.
Yeah,
All 4s, sorry.
Yep.
That's right, he's -1 hit. And are you T5 on him?
He's, I think T5, yeah, that sounds about right.
2 wounding hits then. 2 wounding hits, 1 damage, down to 3. And then the 9 Necron Warriors will rapid fire into it as well.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'll be hitting on 3s because of my will be done. I'm not going to use any CP here. I think I used a little bit too many early on that methodical destruction. Oh no. These are 3s to hit because of +1, -1. I was debating on doing capacitors and disintegrators. The 6s automatically wouldn't give additional hits, and I got the average too, which is nice. But we're gonna just pass that and say, who cares? Ah, there we go. We don't care. That's why we have 7 wounding hits with flares. All right, does he die?
That's this one right here.
That guy right there, yeah. 4s! He... Yeah, 1 wound left, all right.
Yep.
Only the Praetorian left. They're going to aim their Rod of Covenants at those... I'm not too sure what they're called, but the jet bikes.
SKYWEAVERS.
SKYWEAVERS. And I think I'm going to spend a command point on their Judgment of the Triarch, which gives them +1 to hit. So they're hitting on 2s. Or back to 3s.
I don't.
10 shots with the Triarch and the rods, back to 3s. Well, okay, the 1 CP gave me 1 extra hit. And 3s. We have 5 saves. 5 saves. That's 2 dead. So they're 2 damage each. 1 dead. 2 dead. Interesting. That should conclude shooting. We're going to go ahead and run on to charging. Now that there's so few of them left, I don't really want to charge them. I'd rather charge in this direction, but the -2 on them. Even though they get to re-roll, it's a little too devastating, I think. So they'll simply declare a charge against the Skyweaver.
Yep, go for it.
And I would have rolled... Oh, 6 would have failed there. So they go 6 in this direction. And they are going to make it onto a buddy here. We'll beat him up. We'll position him like this. 4 of them won't be attacking, but we're going to try and protect the Overlord a wee bit more. And then we're going to have the Crypto Thralls declare it... yeah, we'll do the Crypto Thralls into the Harlequins. I assume you don't want Overwatch, the troop?
No.
Okay, we go 10. Go here. We'll go here. We're just going to move that blue gem out of the way. That's their -1 to hit psychic power. And then Orc and the Diviner will charge. 8. These Necron warriors will declare a charge against that Starweaver?
Why are you going to be like this?
Just to take out that last wound.
Oh, yeah, because you can fall back and still charge with that.
It's the Royal Wardens fallback shoot and charge.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, they go 8. All right, we got all 8. Well, we got 8 out of 9 in there. And I believe... Nope, that's not it for charging. Because we want to go to this Triarch Stalker, who's going to declare a charge against that Starweaver. He's going to get him with his massive 4 limbs. Oh, he goes 6. Though it's not going to, like, get him too far. We'll get to about there. That's the last charge. Would you like to spend command points to Hero Intervene 6 inches with him?
I should have checked to see how many it was. I think it's just 1. Yeah, he'll go for a dramatic entrance.
All right, do you get it back on a 1?
I do.
All right, costs nothing. Very free. Free. Haha.
Actually,
That's the closest one technically, if that matters. Yeah. I suppose. Should be for heroic interventions. I believe Orkin has to go first. I will do the Thralls against the troop there. They have, because they're near a Cryptek, they have 6 attacks each. They're gonna have a total of 12 attacks. Their web skill goes up to 3 up, but we're back down to 4 because of the power. We have some hits, and these are strength 5. These wound on 3s with AP, not that you care about the AP. So we have 7 wounding hits on them.
What?
They're dead.
Yeah, they're pretty dead.
Oh, they get massacred by the flensing claws. Boom. Would you like to interrupt somewhere?
I think I'm going to try to go there, and I think I'm going to be trying to basically interrupt and then leave.
Okay. Wait,
So
you have 4 command points right now.
So, actually, let me double check how much the leaving costs. Curtain falls is 2, so I can do this. I'm just burning through all my CP, but whatever.
So the interrupt, do you get it back? No.
No.
So you get to fight.
3 attacks on 3s. Very good.
Good showing.
I think I'm strength 4.
5's to wound then. All right. And then 2 command points to leave?
Show me a 2.
No. You're out of command points for now. You'll get more later. Or maybe more for me if I use abilities. How far does just a regular move, eh?
Just gets a regular move, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I hope he runs away. Rest of my stuff. I will pile in and consolidate with these guys. The nearest enemy is this. I'm just going to go have a few guys get closer to the wall so they can benefit from cover from this direction. And then, yeah, there we go. Pretty donezo there, I guess. We'll have you go like this, because why not?
Very nice.
Next up are the Necron Warriors. There's going to be 8 attacks against that vehicle. Is it -1 to hit for all attacks or just shooting?
Just shooting.
Okay. 8 Warriors on 2s. We have a couple misses. And these should be 5s to wound. 2 wounding hits. Dost I get it? Yes, double got it. Does he blow? Nope.
No.
All right, well, we got one of those wretched vehicles. And then they'll consolidate, kind of. Then they'll consolidate. This is my sandbag bunker. From those warriors, we come to the Triarch Stalker. There's no real consolidating because the legs are in the way. I can get like a little bit closer, but it's not going to matter. Let's see if we can't beat up this this StarWeaver. I'm gonna go down to 4 CP and use Judgment of the Triarch on this guy to give him +1 to hit with his massive 4 limbs. And then you might get that on a 1. No. Let's see if it matters. It didn't. I hit with everything. And I'm gonna command point reroll. So I got 2 wounds and you get it maybe on a 1. No. All right, so I'm down to 3 command points, I believe, and you have 2 saves. Oh, you have nothing. All right, he's dead. It's 3 damage. Doth he explode? No, not quite. So we got him, and then the nearest enemy models in this general vicinity, so I'll be able to utilize that to get a little closer to that objective. It's Mr. Solitaire's turn.
2s. Then 3s. Oh, tragic.
Oh, not tragic. That's good. 5 ups. Oh, thank goodness. Please, I don't want to die to this guy. This guy can't be the one who kills me. Next, these immortals are going to pile in. I'm going to pile you in that way. You're going to hang out there. You, I got to measure. You get to go about there. And then I should have one more guy, maybe? No, if you go... Yeah, just one more guy. You'll go over here. And then the rest, just hanging out, keeping it real. 10 attacks on 3s and 3s. All right, we have a bunch of saves. 5 saves on him. But he's a champion. And 1 more, so 1 less wound. There's 4 wounds. 3 ups. He is down to 3 wounds. We'll get him. We're going to win this fight, hopefully slowly. That should be it. I think we have 1 morale.
Yep.
On the bikes over here, and that's it. They lost 3 close friends.
Fail on a 6.
Don't roll 6 again. Ooh, close. Not quite, though. Command phase, you get 1 command point. I killed 3 units on my turn. Josh has to kill 4 to get a victory point out of it.
Or kill 3 to deny you getting it.
Exactly, just to make it a wash. I'm currently standing on 3 of the objectives as well. So he just has to wrestle me off 1 of them. What's the matter? You don't like this fight anymore?
No.
No?
I'm pretty sure Flip Belt lets me just move over you too, doesn't it?
You should be able to ignore terrain and models when you move with it. Wow. Going over there. Parts of me wants to cut them down for fun to kill, roll 3 6s and kill them. No, I'll do it mockingly though. I only have 3 guys in engagement range. Hypothetical, he's fine.
I don't know what your crypto jerks do, but I'm gonna find out.
You just seen what they did. They shoot eye beams, eye pistols, and they have 6 attacks each in melee.
I don't know what they do defensively, I guess.
They are T5 with a 3 up save and 2 wounds, I believe.
Okay. Troop Master's gonna jump out.
I forgot we had this guy even in the game.
Pop up over there, and then he's got friends.
Friends?
They're gonna basically be doing the same.
Hello, friends.
More friends.
More friends coming up. This could be the end of the Praetorians, as we know it. And where is that bike going? No, actually that's fair. Yeah, he's on that objective still. They are important. Bikes. Are they gonna move? Oh man, my Praetorians are target numero uno.
I think so. I'm gonna have to use a character to hold this objective, but I guess I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fair. The Death Jester moves on to the objective, and the Shadowseer repositions.
And my little empty transport will go...
Where's his new home?
Say hello over here.
I'm getting elved. Psychic phase! Shadowseer.
Yeah, Shadowseer is going to go for... I don't know if I care about the -1 to hit. Maybe I'll be offensive here. Shards of Light on 7.
That's an 11.
Get it. So I pick a unit and do D3 mortal wounds to it.
Okay. Which unit are we picking?
I didn't think that far.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
middle
let's
one.
just do them. And they're -1 leadership as well.
Ooh. So, okay, it kills 1.5. Kill you and wound you. One wound left on him, and then we're going to go ahead and attempt to smite, which will hit the warriors.
Yes.
Oh, it's D3 mortal wounds. And it kills... Oh, 6 mortal wounds to that character. 3 warriors. We're going to kill you 3, I guess.
Shooting time. Let's go with the grenade launcher into them.
Phantasm grenade launcher, does it hit?
Oh, sorry. Well, okay, it doesn't do anything anyways.
Oh, I guess it would fail. Yeah, I guess you just rolled leadership to see. Yeah.
There you go. And let's just start the shooting back here then. Fusion pistols.
All right. Best of luck to my Praetorians.
You're going to be fine, homeboy.
I might be. Very well, could be.
3 hits. See?
And 3 swoop. They're T5. Oh, okay. We're good so far.
Jet bike back there. We'll shoot at them.
Here we go. D6 shots. 1.
But I get 3 because it's a blast, right?
Oh, yes, that's correct. We have 3
you can
hits.
half a meal you want, yeah.
5s to wound. Oh, we got a wound. Ooh, fail that. That kills a guy. Does he reanimate? He does not. Nope.
Let's go more fusion pistols into them.
3s.
Huh.
And 3s.
Huh.
3 of them. Does the Diviner protect? He protects all 3 of them. Beautiful. Good job, Orkin.
Fusion pistol off the Troop Master.
Troop Master, he hits and does not wound.
Okay. I don't want to fire fusion pistols into the crypto thralls, but I'm going to.
Right. Okay. 3s to hit. That's a good start. 3s to wound. Ooh, that's a great follow-up too. I don't believe they have any save against that. Roll 1s.
First one, dead.
Dead. Second guy.
one,
Dead.
dead.
All right, we got him. Whoop.
I'm going to go Death Jester. I'm going to fire the other profile.
Okay, other profile. Into?
The Jerk Squad.
Jerk Squad. So it's one shot that becomes 3 on a hit. Is that how
Yes.
this works? Okay. One shot that hits, and so it's 3 hits instead of 1. And these are strength 6.
Yes.
3s. 2 wounds. AP 3.
These are AP3 still. But they're
In the end, even if I took the 2 up save or not, that'd be 5 up saves. So here are 2 5-ups. Ooh, failed 2 of them. So that kills 2 guys, which I'll take, I guess, from over there. It doesn't quite matter.
I think you take some mortal wounds too now.
Ooh.
Scratch that. I should have only got 1 hit. It doesn't bubble out. I double checked that.
It's only the shuriken profile. They're not
Right.
single shot.
So
Okay.
one guy dies, and then you take D3 mortal wounds.
Which is enough to kill a second guy. I don't get to reanimate from the mortal wound. It's an attack though, so I do believe I do attempt to. So I do reanimate one guy and one guy doesn't die. I will say we'll lose these 2 models, I guess. But we'll put you, yeah, let's keep you there, I guess. I'm not too sure.
The Weaver's going to fire the Shurikens.
And to the Praetorians?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really do got to whittle that squad down.
We have 2 misses and 5, 3 to wound, strength 6, I believe. Okay.
But a good AP.
5 up. We take a damage. And we'll put that on you. We just reanimated.
And the bikes are going to shoot into them as well.
All right, 4d6 shots. Each one's minimum 3. Anything less than 3 is a 3. Okay, pretty good roll.
3s. Ooh. And then these are looking for
5s.
Yes.
We have 4. I'll put them all on guys on cover, so these are going to go back to 3 ups. You kill the one guy and wound another. Does that guy reanimate? He does not, but close. He is dead. And I had to put that on a wounded guy in cover. Charge time!
I think that is. Let's do the Weaver into them.
Ooh. Nah, they're not going to do much.
I'm in.
Nice.
Then we'll do the Troop Master.
Troop Master.
He's in.
9. Very nice.
Troop Squad right here. They're in.
10.
Let's go with the bikes.
Bikes.
Good old Tom Segura. I love him. The Troop Squad in the back there.
Back troops. Oh,
They're
wow.
in.
11. They want to go in so bad.
Let's go these troops against the warriors there.
How many CP do I have? 4?
You are sitting on 3.
Yeah.
I don't know how many you're...
Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. 4? Well, they have flip belts, so they're probably fine.
Waha.
Trying to break into my bunker. You bunker.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. You got no, like, special big heroic interventions?
Just a regular 3 on them.
I'm going to charge the Shadowseer in over here, knowing that he probably won't make it.
You never know. 6? No, 6 is not a good. Then the Solitaire.
This Solitaire will go into your Warden, that is Royal.
He will not overwatch. Hey, you're in it with an 8. Hello.
Okay, Luku went ahead and measured. The wall's more than half an inch thick.
It's only one
So it
bike,
wouldn't be
maybe
able to
2
get the
with a
supporting
fought.
attacks in, so I'm just going to charge that way
Right,
instead.
and we're still a set of 3 of them, and their bikes will fight first here.
Yeah.
And from this position, they're all able to attack because the one model is within half an inch, and all 3 of the remaining units are within half an inch of the prime model, alpha model, main model.
Now let's see if I regret this.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of an all or nothing.
This could be a game-changing like combat here.
Well, that's a great start.
That's a bad start. That's over half miss. Yeah, and their strength 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think it's only 4.
So we have, if it's only strength 4, it's 2 wounding hits.
Ooh,
AP 2. We pass the save, fail 1. That kills off the one Praetorian who does not reanimate.
Okay.
We lose you because you're already wounded. And then I feel like I have no choice but to counter offensive here. So on a 2, you get 2 command points in your pool.
No.
No, okay. As the attacks stand, I will. Everyone's kind of stuck fighting. We'll have 1 attack the bikes because kind of have to, and they're going to be near the Shadowseer, so -1 wound.
Not the bikes. The bikes don't get it. It's only infantry
it's only
unless
infantry.
I do
Okay.
stratagem.
Gotcha. So then I'll put these 2 on that troop, who will be -1 wound because
Yes.
of the Shadowseer, and then those 2, because he's within half an inch of him, will attack the troop there as well. We're going to ignore the Star Weavers. Want to try and kill the little guys off. So the 2 attacking them, 6 attacks. Ooh. I was going to say I should have done the +1 to hit, but I forgot. But 4 wounds on them. AP 3, but they're fast and they have a 4-up invuln. That kills 4.
Okay,
4 of the fusion Harlequins go down. And then we have 4 more attacking the troops here, but they are -1 to wound. So that's 6 attacks on 3s. Oof, there's where the +1 would have helped. And 4 to wound. 1 wound. And 4 up invuln. And you're good. And then I have 1 attacking the bikes because kind of have no choice. We hit. They should. Oh, are they -1 hit
No,
for melee?
non-combat.
Just shooting?
Just
Okay.
shooting.
And 2 more wounds because they're strength 5. And invulns. I do kill 1. They're 2 damage each. So he cuts down 1 bike. And that's it for my counteroffensive, but it's not a bad one.
Let's just do the Solitaire and the Warden, because there's nothing else you can do here. Unless
I've got nothing, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, nothing. I got 1 whole command point left and no shenanigans.
Hitting you on 2s with the Solitaire. I hit.
Nice, okay, it's good start. Strength 6, so 3s to wound him. Okay,
In what world?
4 wounds. Okay, yikes. These are AP2, so I take 2 damage. He's got 2 wounds left.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that was that was bad luck.
That shouldn't have.
Mr. Warden lives to fight another day, and lives to tell another unit to fall back, shoot, and charge another day.
Let's go here.
Piling in some of these Harlequin troops into the Necron warriors. All 5 are ranged to attack. There should be 20. Was it 21 attacks or just 20 attacks?
Just 20.
Okay.
I think these are 3s and 5s.
Should be if they're just the regular weapon, which is just their 4 attacks.
And 5s.
Well, that's 3. 4s. Kills 2 of them. Do they reanimate? I guess they'll be back ones, I suppose. 1 reanimates, so 1's dead. I'll just lose you and just keep the other 6 there. Or 5 there, I guess.
Well, let's pile in. I'm going to pile in here.
Okay. They did charge, so they're able to do so. And take a swing at some Praetorians. All hit, and 5s to wound. We got 2. Sorry, I meant 1. We're okay. The other troop of 5 have 20 attacks. On 3s. And 5s. 3. 3. Hey. And we have the troop master, who has a power sword, or has he got a fancy sword?
He's got a power sword.
Okay.
He's got 5 attacks.
We fancy. Makes sense, he's got 5 attacks. Does he hit on 2s? Yeah, nice. And 5s. 1 wound. And my save is yes.
After he fights, Darkness's Bite just does 2 more wounds after he swings.
After the attack sequence for him. So that's a dead dude, unfortunately for me. I will lose. I don't even know who I want to lose or where I want to lose him. I guess we'll lose him there.
And then my Weaver.
What can it do? We have a couple hits. I don't know what the strength is. I can't remember.
1 wound.
We're okay.
Okay.
That's it for the Chargers. We're going to go with these 5 Necron Warriors taking swings at this troop here. We are wounding on 4s because the Shadowseer nearby. So 2s or 3s. We hit with everything. And 4s. 1 wounding hit. Nice, Shadowseer. Nice. Oh, we cut 1 down, though. That's my objective still.
No, well, I think you would have had it back there.
Oh, I guess I forgot there's troops back there, too, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to see because of the giant landing pad above it. Over here, I don't know if we showed this off or not, but after the Solitaire attacked, it consolidated to drag them into combat as well. Which means they can attack, which is cool, but I don't know what that ultimately... I'll do the Royal Warden. What he's got. He hits once, and he wounds. No AP. Not that it matters. He's getting there. That's a lot of 3F and vulnerable saves are failing there, my man.
Yep.
Okay.
Against the model I should have by all means killed.
Yeah, yep. So you'll go there, and you'll go there, but only 3 are attacking. Yeah? Oh, no, he's T4 now. Boo. And with that, we're done. That's all she wrote because I counter-offensived morale time. So Josh has to do his first. I don't.
Yep.
Can you fail
one
on?
that failed over here.
He lost 4 friends.
Yep. On 5.
Oh no, what is it? You rolled an 8. You're good. Use leadership 8. I don't lower it with the Praetorians used to cause fear, and they used to be fearless. They are neither of those things now. The Praetorians, on my turn, for morale, they lost a lot. Pretty much, they lost 6, and their bravery down to 7 because of all the nasty modifiers on them right now.
Correct.
So I'm running away on a 2+ here. I would love to see a 1 though. No, so 1 Praetorian's running, which means I'll have 3 remaining, and then the rest will... they don't get to re-roll it either because they're dynastic agents. They're not part of the Sotak dynasty. They're just here to overseer Orkin's events or whatever he's doing. They're all good though. Well, not 1. Okay, we're gonna go that guy, so they can kind of stay in there, just keep scrapping, I guess. And the end of the battle shock, you did not kill enough to get points there. So I will gain points for that, and you are on 1, 2, 3 of the objectives, which means I'm on the other 3. because I'm on 1, 2, 3. So I get 1 point for killing stuff. So score is 2-2 at the end of the 3rd battle round. New protocol, Sudden Storm. I think only the first directive really matters here. So yeah, extra movement on stuffs near characters. Let's do some living metals. This guy will heal up to 3. I believe that's it, because my Praetorians with wounds are dead. Let's see if Mr. the Diviner, Orichan, Master Chronomancer, are the stars aligned? Yes. So he is now very powerful. And for anyone who's curious, his strength and toughness are adjusted to 7. His weapon skill, ballistic skill, adjusted to 2+, and he gains more attacks, 2 more attacks. For the Overlord, my will be done. It's gonna go on them because they're 6-inch range. They're too far away. Unless the Catacomb Command Barge has a longer one, maybe. I don't know why. It used to. It does have a longer one. We'll target those warriors with it, if that's a thing I can do even. Orichan the Diviner will put the Master Chronomancer ability within 9 inches on those Praetorians to try and keep them around. My will be done again, going on them. The Royal Warden is within 9 of them as well to let them fall back, shoot, and charge. If that comes up, I think I should be able to. So I think they're movement 7 right now, which can. Oh no, they're all touching base, so they. No, I guess we'll figure it out. Nah, them running backwards 7 inches isn't enough to get them in the game there. So I'm gonna have to stay in combat there and hopefully take out those Harlequins because they can just spend the command point to consolidate back into them. If I leave, they can consolidate into them. If I go backwards fully, then I'm stuck on the wall and they'll still be able to consolidate into them. So we'll do my will be done on them instead, and then the Royal Warden will tell these fine folks to fall back, shoot, and charge. No, the ones with the Reapers instead. For actual movement, we are going to move these Immortals a little bit just so they stay one model, continue controlling the objective. We're just going to put Gauss Blaster Fire down the table and see where that gets me. They unfortunately move 5. They're not near Relentless Advance or March, nor are they near a character for the command protocol on the Sudden Storm. So this will do, folks. This will do. We're going to have to bring you there and you there because they're unisize. Something like that, ish. Talking about this guy could move up 3 inches bigger than, or longer. There you go, nice. We are going to have this Triarch Stalker be like, boop, hello, Mr. Bike. What we are going to do is fall back with the Royal Warden. The Royal Warden is...
No, boo.
Boo you. Boo you, sir. We're going to fall back with these guys first. They can fall back, shoot, and charge. They are lined up to do this exact thing. And we're going to have you guys all go there. I know you can heroically intervene. I'm hoping you'll just be dead. We are going to fall back with these guys, though. Would you like to spend your command point to consolidate towards them?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so. But I had to try and bait it out anyways.
I was going to say, every time you ask me, there's a certain tone, and I know you're trying to get me to do it, so no, thank you.
It's just, if you did it, then they would just shoot backwards at him instead, but I need to kill them off. So at least I could shoot at them, but I mean, they're 4 up and 1, we'll save still. I'm still going to hope that this guy can evade this guy here. So we're gonna just go like that. We're gonna stay just a little bit more than an inch away from. I don't care if he dies shooting next turn. He's already done his job as much as he possibly could, and I have bigger threats to worry about. That way, if he consolidates, he has to go for this guy here. We're gonna pull him in this direction, I guess. Mr. Orichan the Diviner will move to there. He's gonna take out this Troop Master and some of these troops with his invulnerable save, ignoring Strength 8 attacks. Command Barge will move.
Oh no.
To there. She's gonna shoot this way, maybe kill her, maybe charge that way. Maybe not, maybe she doesn't care, maybe she'll just go that way. Who knows? Who knows? Now parts of me want to keep, or have the Praetorians jump that direction and threaten that objective later on, but a vast majority of me, so therefore that part of me, wants them to scrap. We're gonna keep scrapping, even though they fight like later. Okay, it is time to shoot guns. We're gonna shoot guns. I got 2 command points, so I gotta consider where I shoot my guns. It's very important to figure that out. We are gonna go with these Immortals trying to blast that Solitaire, because we don't care about him. We don't care about him at all. Right?
Am I really just down to 2 wounds?
Yeah, he took 3 randomly, went down to 4, and then he just took 2 separate instances of 1. We're getting there. We have 14 shots into his face on 3s. It's a good start. And strength 5, so 3s. Not a great follow-up. 4 wounding hits. Invulns!
I predict he dies here.
You are close to correct. He's got 1 remaining wound. Nice. Okay, we are going to have those warriors fire at the troop there, because it's still a little more important to kill them off. That's 4 fusion pistols. 2's to hit them, but 4's to wound them because of the Shadowseer nearby. Oh, it didn't matter. 5 wounds. Get him, Reapers! Only kill 2. That's still 2 fusion pistols.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Oh, you know what? I totally meant to shoot her first with my ghost cannon. Maybe got lucky, take her out so that they could be wounded a little better.
I don't even feel bad you messed that up.
Yeah, same. I even thought about it like a few moments ago. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. I suppose I can fight with them too, just to try and lighten them up. Like, what's she gonna? Nah, let's get rid of her, or attempt to. We hit her. There's no negative to hit her, is there?
No.
Okay, and then should be 3s. Oh, I know. Should be. It's normally 2s, so it should be unless she's T4.
No.
Okay, so 2 wounds. Oh, she's double 6. She's fine. And that's it for shooting there. They have no shots. Orokin has no shots. We're gonna have the Stalker try and light up
No.
this guy over here. We're gonna do Judgment of the Triarch to give him +1 to hit.
How much does that cost?
1.
No.
So I'm down to 1. 8 shots with the particle weapon. Oof, that helps give me 2 more hits. And 3s. 4 wounding hits. Invulns! Oh, he is dead unless you command point it. That's a 50-50. You are?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Oh, he passes. Okay, do you get it back? No. So charging, we're going to have the Overlord declare charge against the bikes.
Yeah, go nuts.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Could I have declared both? You know, I'll declare both. Just why not? She doesn't have any good melee weapons, does she?
It's not great, no.
Yeah, I don't care about her. I'll charge both. Because he's got hover, so he measures from hull or base, whatever's closer. That's not an inch to your base, though, to that, so I'm going to commit Mort over here.
Don't you fail your charge over there?
Yeah, I just want to
I'm just
declare.
teasing
Yeah.
you.
Orkin will declare charge against
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Just roll your dice.
the troops. I was like debating where I go. We'll go with the troops and the troop master. Oh, yeah. Warriors are going to declare charge against the Solitaire.
Go nuts.
Oh, they make it.
No.
We'll beat them up. Well, we're going to try our best to beat them up. Even with a -2, we're all
I
good.
believe in you, buddy.
And Royal Warden can't do anything. He fell back this turn. Okay, I'm going to fight. Well, we're going to use the Vanquisher's Mask to say that they can't fight until they're not eligible to fight until all my stuff is fought. And we are going to fight first. Well, there's no interrupting, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Not that I can think of.
I don't think so, no.
No, so you know what? I'll go with those warriors first because I'm curious mostly for them. A little bit of me wants to give them +1 a wound here for 1 command
Do
point,
it.
but it's only 4. I'm not going to.
Coward.
I am a coward. Ah, they do all hit. They're +1 to hit. And 2 wound.
Dance!
He
No, he's
sucks. Get out of here, you 80-point model. All he does is grief me. I mean, he's a little bit more than 80 points. They're just going to consolidate back to their original-ish position, I suppose. And how many wounds on a troop master? 4?
There's, I want to say it's 5. I'm just going to declare it being 5.
Orokin will go with the Staff of Tamor. He's going to put all the attacks into the troop. That's 5 fusion pistols I want to get rid of. Hitting on, 2s. And wounding on, 3s. Yeah, 3s. So they're all dead. All 6 are dead. Or 5 of them are dead. He ignores invulnerable saves and is -3. D3 damage each. And then we'll go with the Overlord swinging the War Scythe into the bikes. 4 attacks on 2s. And right, yeah, no fanciness there. And it should be 3s, 2 wounding hits. Because you're T4 and I'm only strength 7. That's how it works. It kills 1 bike. Bike gets cut down. And, oh geez, who's closer? Probably them? Yeah, it doesn't even matter. I'm not even going to bother piling in. I'm just kind of happy where I am. Why would I even want to get attacked back? That's it for charges. Josh gets to go with unit now. And then I have my Praetorians to go.
Are you intending to be base contact with the troop master? Because I knocked it over at some point.
I don't know. Nah, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll say no.
So, I mean, I'll pile in and swing into your jerk squad.
Oh, well, I guess I should have stopped that from happening. But,
You could have, but
yeah. I can't remember if the problem is I can't remember if I put him in or not.
that's fair. That's fair.
And he got knocked over. It's okay. Don't beat up my guys too bad.
I think I still need 5s to wound you, though, right?
Yeah, but you're going to kill one automatically with the mortal wounds here. Is it 1 damage?
1 damage, yeah.
Okay, well, I will take my 1 damage. That guy's dead. And then,
And then, yeah, so darkness is bite at the end there.
yeah, and then we'll just have a wound left on that guy there. So you'll have 1 wound. Oops. And then me. I'll go with the Praetorians. They're both going to attack that troop. That's a lot of attacks to kill that 1 troop. That's all that really matters. And we hit him on, oh wow. Oh, we wound. Hey, we got him.
Oh!
Nice. Good.
Dang it.
Got him. Again, that's all that matters, folks. Weaver gets to go.
Yes. I'm gonna weave you.
1 hit. No weaving.
Okay.
That should conclude combat. The bikes are not in engagement range anymore. I just went in, killed the one, and then...
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have pulled the one I pulled.
If you want, you can change that. I don't mind. If you want to put attacks in the Overlord.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, the Overlord reduces the damage to take by 1, too. So it's like...
Yeah, you're just trying to demoralize me. That's okay.
Okay. And morale time. I owe you first. I didn't lose enough anywhere to actually take morale. I think the only one that possibly did was them at... They can't even fail. They only lost 2.
Yeah.
And leadership 8. So that's that. I killed some units. I killed the Solitaire. I killed 2 troops. And I think that's it. I killed 3 units. Here at 1 command point, this Star Weaver is getting out of this fight. He's going to fly over the building to the other side where my TRIARCH Stalker is.
Tuck it in there.
Ish. Landing there. Contesting set objective. The troop. Yep, they're going to go challenge those guys some more.
I may as well.
Those Necrons are going. That's their weird sandbag bunker. No, please stop. Okay, I think I'll leave my warriors alone. They stationed in there. They went in there right away, and that was there. They don't want to lose it. SHADOWSEER.
I'm gonna go just over this way.
Yeah.
Just so I can still see this way. Oh
And
wait, I don't know what you're doing.
he's on an objective.
Yeah.
Shooting a gun. That's his dream. All right, that's it for movement.
Ooh.
And we're at 1 command point if I didn't say that earlier. Ooh, a consideration. There instead. Okay.
How many wounds does Orkin have?
7.
7, eh?
He heals a 1 a turn.
I'm gonna try to do this.
Double mortal wound, big guy.
Yeah. We'll go with the smite first.
Smiting on a 5. That is a D3 mortal wounds. I have 9, and I'm down at 6. And then we're going to do the other one.
Yes.
That's also a pass. And I have, 5 left. Beating up the structure of this chariot. What is now time for? Wow, sentence. What is now time for?
Oh.
That was a mix of what is the plan now and is it time for shooting?
Awful. I should have maybe done this differently, but I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Bikes into him.
Bikes! 8. No, I can't complain about pretty close to average. These hit on 3s. Oh no. 5s to wound, but 4 ups do mortal wounds. 6s are really good. Okay, so we have 2 mortal wounds plus D3. So the D3 will be... So we have 3 mortal wounds, and I only have 1. He's still alive.
Yeah.
But I have a save to make. Which I fail. Got 1 wound left.
No, why? I'm gonna fire the weird solid shot. No. Oh, okay. Weird grenade thing. Do I hit? I do.
Oh, shit, on 2 is very nice. And... No. Necron leadership strong.
I've done some problems here.
Well, I feel like Oregon's the... I guess that... what's your
No, I'm
biggest...
just gonna kill as many things. I'm just trying to kill as many
kill things.
Because you
Gotcha.
killed, what, 3?
You have to kill 4 for a point, yeah. So,
Yeah,
so
but
far
you
it's a
killed
tie,
3
it's a tie game so far. And our forces are running thin.
We're gonna send the fusion pistol over?
Into a Praetorian.
Yes.
That's a hit. These fusion pistols are not
We've heard
great.
to bring the fusion in the fusion pistol.
The T5 they don't like, apparently. It's been not a lot of 2s.
Let's try to bully those warriors straight ahead of us.
All right, are we going to throw a grenade and a pistol or 2 pistols?
Just pistols.
Pistols, 1 hit. And 2. Hey, well that's no save, so that's a dead warrior. Does he actually reanimate the damage? He does not. So we're going to just pull the nearest one because that's what I can get to. Hey, all right, so they shot. Oh, we got big guy still. Big gun guy.
I hate to do it, I'm just firing at those stupid warriors.
Troops matter.
Yep.
Is this the every hit is 3 hits?
It's
Shuriken?
only you're not a big enough squad anymore.
Oh, because it becomes blast or something?
Well, no.
Oh,
works
6 or
kinda-
more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I hit.
You hit 3 times, and these are strength.
6.
Oh, 3s to wound. We have 2 wounds, AP 3.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm not getting any benefit from cover from there, so I kills off 2. We'll say the 2 on the left, I guess. Reanimate! 1 does. So I'll kill you off. But their leadership is lowered. Right?
Not off that.
Oh, it's
no.
the other. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
the
other.
other profile.
Well, it's charge time.
Just gonna have to do some charges.
Okay.
We'll start with the bikes into the Praetorians.
Alrighty, bikes on Overwatch. 8. All right. Well, welcome. Ooh, poor Praetorians. You know what? They put up a heck of a fight.
Troop master's in.
Absolutely, that bad boy's in there. We know he's killing 1. And
So
so don't. I'd make you fight last. I get to swing at you before you swing
Oh,
at me.
that's awful.
The
Why am I here?
The Vanquisher's mask. I assume it is because Smite, because you were closer to them to begin with, so Smite would have hit them.
Yeah. Okay, let's go that way then.
Her charging that way or that?
Yep.
Okay.
Charging the.
So she probably needs like an 8 or a 9. Ooh, a 9 probably gets her in. With the flip belt, no problem. We don't care about that terrain. And then the Harlequins themselves?
Yep,
the troops. They're in as well. Can those 3 warriors hold? The answer is probably not.
I don't know. I don't know.
Answer for charges, I have no heroic interventions.
Let's just go power sword, do some work.
All right, the power sword is looking to do 1 wound here.
Yeah.
To finish these guys off. I mean, we also have the bikes there too to help out. We have 1 miss and 5s to wound. Hey, that's a wound. That is, you got them. They're dead. You killed the unit. 1 dead unit. Oh, that guy's gonna fall over no matter what. And then SHADOWSEER?
We'll just do the troop.
Troop, all right. We have 8 attacks on 3s. And 5s. Okay.
Oh, jeez. SHADOWSEER, or the Seer of Shadows, as I said to confuse Luca. I don't know what she hits on.
Well, she's a good combatant. And I assume 3s?
I think it's only +1. +2 strength, you're right. -1 D3.
Oof. I make 1. Fail, no, the D3 won't matter there. And does that guy reanimate? You better believe he does. We're just going to keep all 3 of them right there. Need more damage. It's my go. All I have to fight with are those 3 warriors. So they will put all 3 of their attacks into the troop. Because we don't like their face. They're hitting on 3s. We're done. And morale purposes, I think we're good everywhere. No one needs to take a morale check. Luckily, my Overlord lived with 1 wound.
That's so sad.
It's 1 more damage. Like Smite did like the 4, which is average, I guess, on 2 like D3 mortal wounds. So, 1 more on that would have done it though, or anywhere else.
I should have. Okay, so to clarify for everybody, I should have left him in range to throw a plasma grenade over there.
Right, because Josh
and then turn it into a haywire grenade.
Turn it into a haywire grenade, and then just charge because he's got flip belt. He doesn't care about the barricade or the sandbags. Can't remember what he rolled on his charge, if it would have mattered or not. I don't think it would have.
Wouldn't have. He rolled pretty high.
I think everything rolled like incredibly high this turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, I assume.
So you get the points for kills, but I think that.
Did this? Oh, this had to fall back to Starweaver, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I'm on 2 objectives, and that's it. I think you're on 3. You're on 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you get points for objective, but I get points for kill. So it's still a tie game. It's still 3-3. My last protocol is Hungry Void. I'm not going to do the armor penetration one. I'm going to get an extra strength in the first round of combat for anything that is a character or near a character. Well, we are going to have the Royal Warden heal to full living metal, and the Overlord's going to go up to 2 with living metal, and that should be it for things that are healing with that. Royal Warden will do adaptive strategy on those Necron warriors. They can fall back, shoot, and charge. And then we're going to have the Overlord. I guess we'll pick those warriors because it's only 9 inches. They're going to get +1 to hit for melee and shooting attacks. And the Diviner doesn't have anything within 9 to give his invulnerable save to. So that'll be it for the command phase, I think. It's hard to remember. I don't know. I always feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. I guess we're going to go on movement. These Necron warriors are going to fall back. Would you like to spend a command point to pile into them or consolidate into them? We're going to keep it tight so you can't go through them.
I mean,
No.
No.
No. Understood. I'm going to move these guys to just make room for that guy to hop over. The Royal Warden, go there just so he has better line of sight on this vehicle if I need it. Move these guys so that you're there. So we can get more rapid fire going. Lots of guns. We need lots of guns. Something like that. Like technically you would go there and then you would go there, but it doesn't really change much. I'm going to keep the Stalker here. Orc and the Diviner will... I think he has to stay on this side of the wall because of the unfortunate circumstances of what that is there. You know what? He'll target himself with his Chronomancer ability, so he gets to reroll charges. I might as well. He already has a 5-up invuln, 4-up invuln built in. And then our Necron Overlord, our Soltech Overlord, is going to move to here. No bracketing on this bad boy. Moving there. We'll fight for this objective. For shooting, we are going to start with the Overlord. Well, for dramatic purposes, we'll turn it around because we're going to fire that Ghost Cannon at that SHADOWSEER. 2s! 3s! 2 wounds.
Because it's strength 6, right?
Strength 6, then, yeah. Invulns! 1 goes through. Would you like to? It's D3 damage.
No.
It's 2 damage. De-enemized a little bit. Down to 3. The Necron warriors in front of her will rapid fire into her. And 2s because of my will be done, but we have 3 1s in there. And these should be 4s. 1 wound. Ooh, she's got 2 wounds left. And then we're going to have the Reapers right behind her fire into her as well. And 3s. Oh, wow. And should be 4s. 5 wounds. 2 damage. Oh,
You got her.
You could re-roll it if you wanted to.
Yeah, just for fun.
For fun? So you're still around? Nope, that means more things have to fire at her.
And then on a 1, I get it back.
Oh, yes. No. So she's got 1 wound remaining. Honestly, the Royal Warden, I guess, could rapid fire into her. And 3s, they all hit. And 4s, because of Aura, 1 wound. Oh, she's okay. Oh, geez, I have to commit a lot more to her than I wanted to. Whatever, killing any of that stuff there is, I'm just going to try and charge the little guys. So we're going to put all of the Immortals that I can into her as well. Because of the 1 pivotal roll I believe she has, my rapid firing on them, I have to be within 12, even though I'm Sawtech. So we have 3 of them that are within 12, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9 shots into her. This one does not have line of sight. It'll fire into the troop, not rapid firing. 1 shot into the troop, hits, wounds on a 4 because of the pivotal roll. So that's 1 save on a troop. Oh, got him. And the rest hit on 3s and 4s into her. Okay, we have 6 wounds this time on her. Like if she died. She died. Okay. Very dramatic. Oh, she made a good amount. She only took 2 wounds from that volley. From them, we have the Stalker who will put 8 shots into that bike. SKYWEAVER? Starweaver? Probably SKYWEAVER. We'll do the +1 to hit here. Do you get it back?
Fool.
I wonder how many... No. You know, it's really slowed down now, but in the beginning, I think you got like 6 to 8 from it.
Something like that, yeah.
May have been. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 6. 6 sounds right, though. These hit on 3s again because of... Oh, I got 1 more hit because of it. That's a Judgment of the Triarch. Sorry, folks. And 4 wounds on him. Nice. All right, do we kill this bike? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Super dead.
Really dead. That's going to bring it right to charging. That's all I got for shots. Right into the Starweaver? Well, the vehicle right there. I'll charge. Yes. I know Overwatch. And double 1. Good enough. Good enough. There. I'll turn to face for dramatic effect. We're going to go ahead and charge with those warriors into that troop. Yep. Yeah, that's a 5. That's good. We're just going to go to the other side here. Oh, I knocked him a little bit, but that's okay. And we're just going to have you charge over there. Then the second squad of warriors are going to charge as well.
I don't think you need that many, bro.
You never know. There's no reason not to, right? I guess. We'll keep... Nah, I don't care about that. There we go. And then the Overlord will charge. Death Jester. There. And then we'll have Orokin charge both units. Huh! That's a 2-inch charge because of the terrain. The 2 inches is good enough to get me within 1 inch of both targets. So we'll end up about there. I could have rerolled if I wanted to, but I'm too afraid of rolling a double 1.
What would it have been? Just show me.
Okay, we'll be fine. I was thinking, yeah. Scary though, scary. Like, why do it if I already made it, right? That should be it for charges. Vanquisher's Mask. We can't fight until all my other stuff is fought, because why not? And we'll start with Orokin because it's the most exciting. We're going to go for the bikes, even though the Troop Master has that stupid 2 mortal wounds every turn. We'll get him later, though. Maybe he's actually kind of fast. I don't think I will. We're going to kill the bikes because it's models off the objective. Hitting on 2s. No re-rolling. That's not great for me so far. And these are strength 8 against the bikes, so 2s. Ooh. All right, so 2. No save on the bikes. First one is not dead. And then I kill one. So I only kill 1 bike with Orokin there.
Yeah.
Subpar rolling, but I killed something. It's okay. I'm okay with that. But not enough to get him off the objective, though. So Orokin did kind of whiff a little bit there. That is it for that charge. We'll fight over here. See if we can't get this guy off of that objective. We'll go with the 3 warriors first. I guess you have to get closer. There you go. These are no character nearby, I don't believe. Not that it matters. These are still wounding on 3s. They'll hit. And 2 wounding hits on that troop. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with the other guys. Well, we don't really need to pile them in. 4 of them attacking on that. And 2 more. Okay. No. Okay, we got that troop. All right, elves must die. Then I'll just fight over here. I'm already over here. Into the shadow. No, into the Death Jester. 2s. That's a miss. And 2s, I guess. I'm strength 7, so it would be. Yep, 2 saves. That is 6 damage.
Let's pick them up.
All right. And then we have this attack over here. I have 3 whole attacks with my massive forelimbs on 3s. And I believe 3s. All right, we're done there. Yeah, only strength 7 there, so no massive attacks there. So you might as well want to attack back here.
Sure.
See what you can do against the Stalker.
Get him.
We have a hit. And a wound. That's a wound. That's a save.
Okay.
Then Orkin.
Orkin the Dumb Viner.
Dumb Viners. This is the Troop Master.
Yeah.
All hit. And these are strength. Well, looking for 6s to wound here. I'm T8 on Orkin right now.
In what world?
Oh, because he's a champion. He's actually T7 normally.
Oh, yeah, he put the champion on. I'm like, this character seems pretty good, man.
No, it's a champion thing.
Okay.
It's, yeah. We fail that. We take a damage. And then we'll take 2 more mortal wounds afterwards. Normally only has 5 wounds, but the champion gives him 7. So, like your solitaire, he's down to actually 4. And then we have the bike. It's weird that there's 2 Harlequins on there, yet it has less attacks than a troop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. Thanks for pointing that out.
All right. And we are not going to... It's 2 damage?
2 damage.
We've got 2 wounds left. Orkin, no. That's all she wrote for my turn. It was a great turn. I secured this area over here, thankfully. I got 3 models left to deal with. That Troop Master is going to be annoying because he can just auto-kill Orkin. Except Orkin always fights first, which is nice. And that's it. I killed some units. I killed 1, 2, 3. 3. I think I killed 4 because I killed the bike over there. And I'm currently on 1, 2, 3 objectives. That was the last turn for the Necrons. They are done.
I don't think there's any way I can win now. Because you killed how many?
I killed 4 units, so you have to kill...
Was it 4 units? What?
It was 2 in there. I killed the sniper.
Oh, yeah.
And then I killed the bike.
Yeah, darn. Okay.
Can you get the objectives? If you get the objectives, you tie the game.
I only got 3 models left.
That's right, yeah. So you can put 1 back there to get that one. And then you can keep... Oh, because Orkin might die, I guess. You can just stay in combat and hopefully Orkin doesn't kill you.
Well, no, I go back out and shoot him.
I guess you just fall back, shoot, then charge again. Yeah. Comes down to being able to kill the Stalker, essentially.
Can't.
Which would be rather difficult. All right, Josh gets a command point, and he's on Operation Murder Overlord.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, this is Operation Screw That Overlord.
What did the Overlord even do this game?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember. What
it gave Necron Warriors +1 to hit, and then brought back 4 of them with the Resurrection Orb. That's all that Overlord did. Barely got the points back for the orb, by the way. It's 30-point upgrade, got 56 points of Necrons back. Sorry, 52, even less. I gotta say, if there's anyone that's griefed you the most in this game, it's definitely that Royal Warden.
That's been rough. That's been rough.
That adaptive strategy is a wild ability.
I think this is what's gonna have. Yeah, I think this is what has to happen.
This is the most potential. So that vehicle is gonna fall back from combat.
Yeah.
Can it still fire if it falls back?
No.
It's just there to get the objective. Okay.
Yeah.
So we move.
Because it couldn't make it to the back objective.
Right. So the Troop Master is going to stay within range to throw a plasma.
No.
Oh, shoot the fusion.
Shoot the fusion.
Gotcha. And he's gonna fire and fade back onto that objective.
Yep.
And if he can kill Orkin off, that means you'll have both objectives there. And then this guy is gonna shoot and probably charge. I don't know, because if it kills him with shooting,
unfortunate thing with shooting is that I don't get there.
Right.
Then there was no way for me to advance out of combat.
Right. At the very least, if you do kill him and Orkin, no, you have to kill 3 things, because you can only kill the 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to get the points on the objectives to tie the game. It could be a tie. There's a chance here.
Fusion pistol.
All right. Here we go. Fusion pistol. That is a hit. That is a. These fusion pistols suck.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty.
There's no reroll.
No. Because I got to fire and fade back.
You should have 2 CP right now. No, because you used the reroll on the Shadowseer. That's right.
So fire and fade back. I can't get it back.
No. Well, you can just fire and fade. That's your objective back there.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh, smart. D6
Wicked
shots.
smart.
5 shots. Very nice. Very nice. Huh. Okay, 2 misses, and these should be 6 to wound.
None.
Not even close.
Oh well, I'm gonna charge your.
Yeah, let's see how much more the plan can work. Right?
Ah!
In it goes.
Ah!
Unfortunately, you fight last with the Vanquisher's mask.
Oh no! Yeah, good call.
But you had no choice.
There may have been a better way for me to do this. I'm not sure.
Was there a better way? I thought this was the best way.
I don't think there is.
Because it was a pretty tough position to be in. 2 saves.
They're 3 damage piece?
Yeah. Okay, he gets, as he charged in, gets Void Scythe or War Scythe off. Like that there doesn't matter too much.
You know what? It's not a concede. It's the end of the game.
It is the end of the game.
You win by 2 points.
Oh, because of objectives and the kills, yeah. So the hope there was, again, that guy fusions Orokin down, and then Orokin fails a resurrection protocol, which he didn't, and he would have stood back up with D3. He would have come, he would have literally just stayed there at the end of the shooting phase, and then he would have heroically intervened into this thing. And then also I had to kill this off with the Star Weaver, thus opening up those 3 objectives and controlling all of them for the Harlequins, and I would have only been on 2, so Harlequins would have gained a point for objectives, but I would have gained a point for killing, so we both would have been at 4 points for a tie.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump into the postgame.
Thanks so much for checking out this battle report, everyone. In the MiniWarGaming Vault, we got something special. We got Skari from Scarredcast playing his new Druhkari, going up against Luca and the Death Guard in a 2,000 point game where you can check it out by clicking the link down below and getting yourself a 7-day free trial. And with access to that battle report, you'll have access to a lot of other Warhammer 40k content and a lot more to come. Thanks so much for watching. Now enjoy the post game.
So, Mr. Catacomb Command Barge, I think I could have played that better. Because I should have kept a troop back to throw a...
The troops have it?
Okay. Yeah, they got the plasma grenades.
So it's pretty much everyone but the Shadowseer in the...
Because the Shadowseer's got its own weird grenade thing.
The grenade launcher, the Phantasm grenade launcher, is that...
Hallucinogen grenade launcher.
Oh, it's a little different than the Druhkari one.
Yeah, it's not the exact same, but the Troupes could have thrown a grenade at you.
Okay, yeah, I could see that was that would have been a good call there. If it worked, it might have somehow failed for whatever reason.
I'm sure there could have been a little something I had done differently, but overall, I don't know. I'm sad I lost to Necrons. Well, no, I'm not even sad that I'm sad Necrons win because Luca's got this self-assured little grin of.
I'm just laughing because I know you don't like this. I'm laughing because I know you hate losing against Necrons, and I'm grinning because I know
so long. Okay, so that's my.
Here's the thing of it: you're gonna play 5 turns and lose the game.
Yeah, the thing is that we gotta play the full thing, and Luca's gonna roll 1,400 dice.
Yep.
Like nothing. It's so boring. It's like watching baseball. It's like
lots of people like baseball.
I know, and you know what? Those are the dum-dums that would like Necrons. Those are the people that play Undead, are baseball fans.
Soccer
is more exciting.
Oof, that's a bold claim. I'm not a particular fan of either sport. I would watch either sport without doubt if I was with a group of good friends. Absolutely.
Wait, no, I still said that soccer is more exciting.
Okay.
I mean, like I don't find the most, but yeah, no, soccer is more exciting. And whatever, like you like baseball, come at me. I don't care. Like fight me.
How many players out there right now play Death and Age of Sigmar? Not Flesh Eater Courts because they're kind of the outlying factor, or Necrons or Nurgle in either game, and also a massive baseball fan.
Yeah, a massive baseball fan, or like I don't know, they like.
Or you like baseball as much as you like those armies.
They like cornflakes better than frosted flakes, that kind of stuff. Like it's those people that like these armies that you play.
So this was actually really good. This was a crazy close Warhammer 40k game, but I know it got both of us. it's when Josh and I play, there's always like early on, like I didn't get anything too janky this game other than the turn 1, which I think is all that mattered. You killed 4 guys, or you killed 4. I made one. You wounded 4. I made a save, and I reanimated 3 of them. And then
there were so many times that you stand way back up, and I mean, like I'm sure it balances out, but I only remember
the successes. Yeah,
right. Because I mean, like it's the extremes. Mm-hmm. Like today when you were eating lunch, you had some cheese and some meat, and then you ate like 18 pickles, 18 full-size pickles. I'm like, what are you doing?
I was throwing it together last night, and I didn't even consider it. I'm like, last night I literally put half of a massive jar of pickles in this thing, man. Like it's like I'm like, wow, where'd all my pickles go? It was like an open jar. I didn't even consider it. I opened it up. I'm like, that seems like a lot of pickles. Like, Josh is like, there was probably 14, 18 pickles in there.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
And like I'm sitting there.
I'm just casually eating them, watching World of Warcraft videos.
Because yeah, I was really excited to play this today, but I'm also kind of filling in. I was planning on having an admin day. But the nice thing about playing against Luca and these super boring armies that take forever is I can do like all my emails and all this other administrative stuff while playing Warhammer. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm sitting there and watching him eat these 18 pickles, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm gonna lose a game to this guy. I can't believe that, you know?
Oh, man. I thought this game was yours to win. You were going to win it. I thought it was your turn 3. You were going to swing it, and so the balance of power was like, bam, right down the middle on turn 3. But my turn 3 was kind of suspicious. Yours was something else. I think it was 11 to 12 fusion fails.
They just won't even, they wouldn't even wound half the time.
That was it. They pretty much failed on the wounding front. Which led me, because your charging had no follow-up. You had bad close combat. You had weapons, no AP, no strength bonuses.
Yeah. Okay. So the ones I'm going with that I'm building towards for my personal collection are because these guys have more utility. I think this is kind of the popular like go-to tournament kind of play, and maybe not this build, but probably close to it. Because their strat it's something about when you can consolidate towards like your closest friendly vehicle or something like that,
And go hop in it.
and hop back in.
That's a cool
But you
Druhkari
can
one,
also
too.
like go beyond an objective and then consolidate onto. There's some weird stuff you can do. Too much smooth brain for me to figure out how to do that properly. Like I'm never gonna like to everybody watching. I ain't your guy
For the okay,
for
I
that
get
kind of
that,
stuff.
yeah.
And then they got the weird, when you advance with something that has fly, you can still shoot assault. Nah.
Oh, and the pistols become assault.
Well,
too,
yeah, you can if you have fly. I think it's if you have fly, or you're on a transport with fly, then your pistols become assault,
Right.
and that you don't have the penalty for shooting assault weapons after advancing. It's something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not explaining it well. The ones I'm gonna go with are just +1 attack on the turn. On the first, I think it's first round of combat. It might be when you charge, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, so it's either charge or like everything. Like I charge you or hero convention.
I'd have to double check to see exactly what it is. And then their strat is +1 wound.
I'd like to see them get some AP on that basic sword. Albeit it sucks, but like give me an AP. That's a horrible weapon.
It's a pretty bad weapon. This is one like they're
Does it give an extra attack? Are they 3 attacks normally?
no.
There's 4 attacks base, so their weapon's nothing. Okay.
Yeah, the weapon is literally a nothing as far as I can tell.
Okay, cool.
And all the other weapons cost 5 or 6 points to put on them.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if for you Frozen Stars players out there, like what your kind of go-to is.
Is that the one you
That's
want
the
to
mask
play?
that I'm going towards.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
that I'm
cool,
building
cool.
towards. I get like the first.
What if by the time you're
7
done
months?
at 2,000 point army, the new book is out? Who knows?
Oh, happy, cool,
That'd be cool.
whatever. I mean, like, that'll be good. Like, why would that be anything but good?
Oh, I mean, like you get the advice now, but it could change.
Oh,
That's what
sure,
I mean.
whatever.
Yeah. Like, not, I guess I didn't mean it in a bad way. I guess the like advice you get, you're like, oh, geez, okay.
At the end of the day, I play Mordians, so it's like, even if they change it all and they're like, yeah, the Frozen Stars now, like, your opponent gets to punch you in the face every time you move a unit, like, whatever.
When's the last time you played a Mordian game?
As actual Mordians, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
They literally took everything away from them. It's
Yep.
like, yeah.
I don't blame you, by the way.
Now, yeah, you guys just wasted your money.
Yeah,
They're awful.
they lost they had the cool gimmicky stratagem that
It wasn't
even good. It wasn't even good.
It was just cool. It was just like, hey, you want to see like this one little mortar squad do like 30 hits?
It was one of those
Bum, bum,
that
bum, bum, bum.
it wasn't like working as intended, but it was
Okay,
it was cool though.
I think it was
funny.
back when they were souping. When
Yeah.
souping was a big problem.
Right.
Because people would soup in like, here's the 3 mortar teams that are
The All-Star
always that
mortar
show up.
team, yeah. Because that is efficient. That one command point was super efficient for that mortar team.
It was.
Yeah.
But then they upped I think they upped the points cost of mortar teams a little bit.
And then
And then the Overwatch thing.
Oh, that was the biggest hit.
Boys.
Because the whole Mordian thing was if you were shoulder to shoulder and up in rank and file with your Mordians, or your tanks were close together, you'd get a bonus to Overwatch on top of the defensive gunners on tanks. You could Overwatch
so
on force.
you would be able to Overwatch on the one better, and then the tanks could get to 4. But the problem with that is that the multi-charges, you just died. And then, like, who cares if you're... Like, it wasn't very good, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Like
it was usable.
It was
Yeah.
There wouldn't be there wasn't a good argument of like it's better than anything else, but it's
Right.
like at least this is something.
I wouldn't be surprised if a new Astra Militarum Codex and the new Mordian Regiment might be what it is now, but then it'll have like the Tau Greater Good clause on it.
Yep.
Where that'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. But again, I don't know. GW's not making Mordian models, so who cares about those people?
Fair, yeah.
So
Just
they're
wondering-
fancy Canadians.
They're literally, if you're curious, they are like they wear fancy clothes. They're fancy.
They're more of a dress uniform
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah,
And they're
exactly.
like the lore of them I actually really like.
I'm not too familiar with it. I don't know anything about Mordia.
It's a tidally locked planet.
Oh, interesting.
And basically, I want to say there was a huge civil war uprising kind of thing that happened. I might be getting some of this confused with the Kriegers that Games Workshop has totally loved and supported as well. But I think there was some great uprising. I can't remember if it was chaos-based. And it's basically the planet's just super, super strict. Everything is super strict and awful.
There's no room. There's no wiggle room. There's no room for that to happen again.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
they're we aren't letting this happen again, but they're not doing the whole cult of sacrifice thing that the Kriegers are doing.
Right. It's just discipline.
Yeah, just ultra discipline. Like apparently it's still pretty rough there. But then
probably
like
rough everywhere.
the cracking down on the gangs and stuff like that is crazy.
I guess they would. I guess by default there would be gangs there no matter what, because no matter what, there's going to be.
Well, there's
criminals.
always the hives and all
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, the more I talk about it, the more I realize I got to go like reread the lore. But I did red Mordians instead of blue because I like the color better.
Are they normally blue?
Yeah, normally it's blue. It's very close to the U.S. Marine Corps dress uniform
Oh, yeah?
slash
Okay.
18th century Prussians, I think.
Prussians.
It's kind of, I think it's a mix of them. But yeah, I don't know. Back to my very on point talking about Harlequins.
Yeah,
whatever.
guys,
I
we're
don't
gonna
care.
go off
This
track
is
a lot
gonna
here.
be-
Yeah.
This was, I don't know. This was super stressful. Like the unfortunate thing is that I can't do this and have my heart not explode very often. So like I need to learn on camera because I mean it's COVID. Hooray.
You can't. Yeah, we can't like. We don't play with other people. We only play with ourselves. Sorry, I couldn't decide.
I'm just gonna move on from that. So, and then the same like everybody that's going like tabletop simulator. No, smooth brain.
Oh,
I can't figure that out. Most because I don't want to. I'm not gonna.
I play on Tabletop Simulator, but it just doesn't have the same effect that playing in person does. Touching the model.
Well, I know that like it takes
stuff that
a lot
painted.
longer. Like I think like legitimately it'd be like trying to play against you and your stupid Necrons. Like it'd be a 14-hour game.
It's not too bad because you can.
No,
click,
I don't believe you.
You can move
I'm
whole
not
units.
listening.
You can
No.
move whole units. You know, it's quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you move movement trays.
The dice rolling is a lot faster too because it's automated.
Uh-huh.
So you lose that aspect too.
Yeah.
It's a little bit quicker. I would say it's a little bit quicker, but I only play it if a friend's like, I have this tournament list I really want to practice, and please can you play? Or I'll often watch my friends play while I'm hanging out in Discord, and they'll stream it, and then they'll ask me questions. But I don't typically play it too much, just because it just feels bad. I won't lie, but I understand it's the only option a lot of people have. Josh and I are very lucky that we still can play in person with our buddies here. Even though some of us can frustrate each other. You know what? I'll be honest. The only person I can play with where there's never any frustration. Not that it's bad frustration, but Josh cannot stand it. Cannot stand it if I roll well. Josh made a few invulnerable saves earlier, and he kept making the.
Yeah, but we just get each other tilted.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
we put each other on tilt. Like not like enough to like I don't want to play against that guy, but like throughout the games, I can't believe you made that 4 of them. I can't believe you made 3 or 4 of them vulnerable saves. And then I follow up with 5 reanimation
I
protocols.
picked up Luca's like, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
100%, without a doubt. And it's just these guys. It's just. It's like Steve is like the only person I get like 0 tilt with for some reason. I don't know why. I can't even put my finger on it. Like even with Dave or Matt, like it'll come up. Nothing bad, but I don't know, whatever. Like everyone's got that with other people.
No, I don't have that with any.
It's just me?
Actually, no, no, it's no. That I don't get. That I don't tilt them. Matt's probably the best one. But like you guys have watched me play against Matt. Like Matt's still. I roll some statistical anomalies sometimes, and his mathematical brain is just like.
That stuff drives me insane. Like anyone else could do it, but the second Josh has like great dice. And I find that when we play, this game was an anomaly in our experience because no matter what, when Josh and I play, one of us just rolls over the other person. In most cases, I think.
Well, yeah,
because of dice.
We talked about because I think the last time we played, because I knew like I was due to get thrashed, so like I feel like you haven't gotten your revenge because
Right.
like I manhandled your Death Guard last time we played.
Because I remember the last game we played was the game after the night game in Death Guard.
Yeah.
So what was the game? What was the last game we played? I remember
The last one we played was. Did you block it out? Vengeance for Cadia. Lost.
Oh
Cadia.
yeah. That was okay. Yeah, that one. Okay, I kind of walked in that one thinking I'm probably gonna lose this one, especially if you go first. But there's a good chance of me winning. But I got.
All you had to do, like,
Yeah, that's
even though
it,
you
yeah.
got beat up so bad turn 1, all you had to do was make a Mortarion charge.
Yep.
Turn
And
2, and you failed.
Yep.
And then the next turn.
I failed 4
my
charges with
positioning
them.
was bad, and
Yeah.
you still couldn't make your charge.
Couldn't do anything, yeah.
On that turn 3, if you charged Mortarion, you would have won. Like I don't know if all the viewers watching realize that, but yeah, you would have probably just won.
Right.
But yeah, you didn't make any charges, and the guard just laughed at you.
I failed 4 charges with Mortarion, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like the game before that, it was Death Guard versus Knights. It was like a proper Death Guard list versus like a whatever Knight list, and like I'm like, the Plague Burst mortars only have line of sight with the mortars because there's that giant wall in the middle that blocked all the line of sight. Your Knights couldn't shoot me, I couldn't really shoot you. I'm like, well, that one armature over there is the only thing that's going to let you get engaged on all fronts. I'll just shoot a couple mortars at it. It's like all hits.
It's the only target you really
And it was like
had.
the only target I really had. It was like all hits, all wounds, and then you fail all your saves. He just died. He just fell over dead. And I'm like, I guess I can't get engaged on all fronts.
Yeah,
I'm like, I guess.
Well, yeah.
There it is, right?
There it is. There it
Of
is.
course you're going to kill my armature in one volley with 2 random guns that are D6 shots, right? That's what I mean. Like, it's not like either one of us are getting insane dice all game, but one of us will have such amazing dice for a pivotal moment in the game that it's nigh impossible to come back from that one moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it just puts a scale up. Like, I took out that one armature, that game was pretty much mine. You killed a bunch of my stuff, but the score was wild.
I think I had a couple really bad rolls with the big fella.
That doesn't help.
Like,
that doesn't help.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like it just.
That was towards the end, I think, because
No, it was every time I shot with him.
I remember you one-shot my Plagueburst Crawler, but then the rest of your shots were wasted.
Yeah, well, okay, turn 1 with the one gun I one-shot
Yeah.
your Plagueburst Crawler, and that didn't make up for it, but I was on the back foot the whole time.
You were, yeah.
I think either what happens is that, like, neither of us pull so far ahead that it's just an auto win.
Yeah.
Like, there's always, like, there's a chance I can get back into this.
But that never happens.
Like, if I get
Yeah.
average dice rolls, I'm fine. Like, I'm still in the game. And then you get just slightly below average over and over and over again.
And then it's like a slow, very sad loss. Whereas this game, like I said earlier, I think it was an
because your
anomaly.
armies take so long to play against. Like, you've got the...
Yeah. Well, they want to win through attrition, right? They want to play all 5 turns and then win at the turn 5, end of turn 5. Yeah, typically. I desperately wanted to go second this game. I wanted to dictate how many objectives I had to control, how many things I had to kill, and all of my abilities are based on healing. And I was set up to heal quite a bit after your first turn if you decided to commit. And I just didn't get it. And I'm like, I was a little worried about that, but it worked out because your turn 3 was so bad. And that was kind
awful.
of it. Yeah,
That was pretty
yeah,
bad.
it was super bad. You know what? Up until turn 3, I think I only killed like 3 or 4 elves. I was having a hard time killing Harlequins, and then they all just fell over dead.
Yeah, which is kind of how I think it goes. Your Mortal Wound type armies that you like to play sometimes would just laugh at this, I think.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Like Death Guard, the amount of Mortal Wounds Death Guard throw out, or like if I had a Catan Shard or something, they just pulsate Mortal Wounds.
I'm curious to see.
Oh, a Catan Shard would have been so bad against these guys.
Well, it would have been. Yeah,
brutal.
It would have been super rough.
I forgot about the invulnerable saving during part of it.
Yeah.
Oof.
That would have been pretty rough. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna just touch on it again, like, and just to clarify, like, for baseball fans, like, I was gonna say, like, going to watch a game, you know, eat some hot dogs, drink some beer, but it's overpriced now. Like, no, there's nothing enjoyable about baseball. And like, you can sit at home and watch it. I can sit at home and watch paint dry, and it's still just as exciting.
Oof.
You know, so again, just to clarify, awful. But Harlequins, like, looking at what happened with the Druhkari book and all of that, I'm really curious to see the direction they take the Harlequins, and there could be some pretty crazy stuff there.
They could.
Because they should be like Druhkari plus, right?
They were before. It's kind of the same idea. You're right. So you would imagine they would get better.
Well, okay, now, it doesn't going to be. I don't like to think in terms of like power scale. I think they're gonna.
They would be better than they are now. I think.
Yeah, I think they're definitely. They could do some interesting things. Looking at how Druhkari interact with 9th edition proper, I think they're slated to do some really cool stuff.
And to clarify for a lot of people out there, I don't think it's everyone, but the vocal minority are up in arms about Druhkari because of their win rates right now. And you have to understand, it's not the
same thing happens every time there's a new book.
Yeah, it's not that. I actually a great example is that my friend Dustin said it. He's probably not watching, but. Shout out to him.
Why isn't Dustin watching?
I don't know. He's busy. I don't know.
Not too busy to watch this.
He's like a crazy busy guy. He's always working. He's got a kid. He was because I read it on articles too. I'll get to the point at like some point here. I assume. I swear. The Druhkari are a hammer in a meta of nails, essentially. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
They are so good at killing elite infantry. That is literally what Druhkari are meant to do. They are meant to just absolutely annihilate elite infantry. And elite infantry are what our top dog were. Top dog in 9th edition. It was super unmovable infantry unit that stands on objective, busts through walls, and then stands on the next objective, beats the crap out of the opponent's infantry, and then just stands on that objective and doesn't die. And then with appropriate fire support, of course, as well. Now, whereas the Druhkari are like, okay, we're just going to move halfway across the table and annihilate all your elite infantry with our like crazy good guns that do like 4 damage.
Are you telling me that Games Workshop put out some factions that, you know, were really powerful and then put out factions that countered them?
That's crazy, right? But like, there's the best counter Druhkari in the past have been superior firepower. Things that fire a line of sight, things like Basilisk, things like Guard, things like Plague Burst Crawlers, and Mortar Teams. Like, Mortar Teams are devastating to Druhkari, kind of.
And again, I'm making fun of it. That's part of the game. I accept
Yeah.
it's part of the game. I'm not saying they should do anything different. It's a great business model.
Yeah. So,
But that's why there's a lot of people I know that are like, hey, bolt action instead, or some of the other game systems that do stuff different.
well, okay, those systems are fine because everything's the same. Therefore, it's inherently balanced.
There's a sameness to it. Yeah,
exactly. And that's fine. That's almost like that's chess. That's like the idea of chess. You have your pawns, I have my pawns. You have your queen, I have my queen.
There's still unbalanced things there.
There is a little bit.
The general release seems to feel...
Yeah, typically in those games, there's not enough difference to sway the game in that army's favor, and that's good. That's the good thing because you get the flavor. You feel like your army's different, yet it's the same almost in balance regards.
Yeah. I mean, even like some of the other like Legion can be kind of crazy, but at least there's not. It's not just like here's a whole brand new faction. It's like here's a new model. Add that to your army. It's not like your army is really good until the next book comes out, and then shelve it for like a couple of years until the book comes back out again.
I think
just keep buying new armies. No, they just keep buying new models.
Yeah, well, because it's a new game, right? You have the new models, but I think. Legion, because I was following it for a little while there. There was a problem where the Republic was pretty only winning. It was like only Republic winning.
Yeah, but did they come out with another new faction after that just hard counter the Republic?
I think they just nerfed the Republic into the ground.
That's what I'm saying. Like, good. Like, that's the progress of that in my mind makes sense. It's not just like new faction. Buy a new faction if you want to beat them.
I guess. But I guess what I wanted to allude to that once people play more against Druhkari, you're going to see weird things like Astra Militarum then competing very well because they counter Druhkari at this current state. Things like that, right? It won't be all the new books with their super meta elite infantry because Druhkari are pushing them out. People are going to play more Druhkari, best counter Druhkari. Someone else will bring it's always a constant circle. Not necessarily new stuff that Games Workshop pumps out, but often it is.
Yeah, I mean, how much do you want to bet that the new Sisters and or AdMech are going to hard counter Druhkari in some way?
Oh, AdMech will absolutely destroy Druhkari. I think without a doubt they will. But like they are, but to be fair, they're very good at destroying them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like AdMech right now already have an okay time beating up Druhkari. But the new book will probably just do it better. Because it's new. You should get new cool things with your book. Now, the AdMech already kind of had two rules. They had Canticles of the Omnissiah, and they had their dogmas. I think they're called dogmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forge World dogmas. Which is unique because not every army had that. They just started to get that nowadays. So I'm curious what they're going to get. Probably just better Canticles and better dogmas. I would expect the dogmas to give you 2 to 3 rules now. As opposed
More than likely,
to whatever they did before. And then the Canticles of the Omnissiah might be cleaner and better, I would assume.
Yeah, hopefully. I really hope that they do a good job of balancing the different dogmas out, the different Forge Worlds.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, for Necrons, did they do a good, like, are all
Yes.
the different, they're all viable, they're all decent?
They're, like, I definitely, I think they did an excellent job. I think the problem is they messed up a little bit with the custom dynasties. There's one or two custom dynasties that are better than the pre-built ones, but all the pre-built ones are very playable. Absolutely playable, yeah. Like Novak's really good. You could build a list for any of them and do okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna have the most success making your own custom dynasty, in my experience.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that because, I mean, like, so much of the other custom stuff.
But it's all the same custom dynasty,
where
I guess.
It's like, hey, you could take some custom rules. I mean, don't bother.
Right.
It's really bad, but I mean, you could.
See, I feel the other way around. I don't like the idea of some no-name dynasty being the best one. I like the idea. I've always kind of liked. I'll be honest. I've liked the rules in 7th edition where there weren't dynasties or chapter rules or anything like that. Like, sure, it was cool. And Space Wolves had counterattack, and like Blood Angels had. I actually can't remember what Blood Angels used to have. It could have been. It
was like the Death Company, and then there was.
Well, yeah, but typically they'd have a special rule associated with them too. It was kind of odd. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just Wolves and counterattack because Wolves had counterattack.
Wolves had counterattack. Oh, what was the?
And keen senses, I believe.
I want to say, what was the Black Rage?
And like Iron.
Was the Black Rage on everybody?
No,
there was the Red Thirst where you might run ahead and then.
I can't remember what their 7th edition rules were to save my life here.
No, I'm going back to like 3rd edition.
They had a bunch of crazy custom rules back then. Not custom, but like unique rules back then too. I don't remember. I know Iron Hands had Feel No Pain. I don't remember what Ultramarines had. So I guess what I'm trying to say is only Space Marines had unique chapter-ish rules.
Yep.
Everything else was just, if you're playing Necrons, your only rules were move through cover if you're a Dakirian and reanimation protocols. Mm-hmm. And like that was kind of it. And like and then if you're Nihilak, I believe, or Sawtek or whatever, it didn't matter. That's how you painted your dynasty, and that's all that mattered in the end. Yeah. There may have been supplementary rules, but for the most part there wasn't. I actually prefer that old school way because that's closer to the... Yeah, our lights flickered. That's what I was going to say. That's a little bit closer to the... Your guys are web skill 4. My
You
guys...
never heard me complaining. They're coming for me.
They're coming. But like the older editions, I think were a little bit closer in balance. Nah, they weren't really, but like it was like my stuff were like web skill 4, yours web skill 4, I was toughest 4, you were toughest 4. My guys are relentless and have moved through cover. Your guys are like furious charge and whatever. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I miss. It was just like a couple basic rules to.
I really miss the universal special rules.
Oh, of course I do too. Without a doubt.
You know,
We're getting there though.
I understand. Well, they're getting there, but they're pretending that they're not still. I think
it's a lot cleaner. A little bit more to go, but we'll get back to universal special rules at some point. Yeah. Essentially, soon. Maybe
well, they didn't really go away. If you have the same rule across all the different armies and they just name it something different.
Right. Now it's like teleport strike is this, but I think the Necrons have the exact same thing, but it's not called teleport. It functions like teleport strike, but it's something else.
Strike de la teleport. Like,
essentially.
Sure.
Yeah. Like, I don't even remember. Man, I can't remember because it's like the death marks and the flayed ones are like an oubliette, like a weird pocket realm thing. Right. Yeah, stuff like that.
It's a fun word to say.
Oubliette? Yeah, you don't get to say it often. I like it. But yeah, we're getting closer to the universal special rules. But they're like internal in codex, so like all the special rules are on your data sheets. So it'll be like, I say like a lot, geez. Random mission protocols, command protocols, and living metal. Those are my universal special rules. They're just listed at the front of my book or near the halfway through my book.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Rant. But
I'm just gonna ramble.
It's just it does get very complicated to play multiple armies these days. Where typically that's what we want to do. Josh wants to play Josh wants to play Knights, Custodians, Astra Militarum, now Harlequins. That's 4 different 40k armies.
I mean, like I play the Night Lords too.
That's true. That's 5.
The Death Watch are awful, but I still technically play them every once in a while.
Yeah,
they're just boring.
Yeah.
And then Admech.
That's true. Yep.
How many different factions? Yeah, how many different factions do I play? Is that like 7 or 8 now?
Yeah. I mean, I guess like could you like pinpoint 3 main ones though? Because typically we have main ones. Because I've played like all of Chaos.
I don't know. How would you define main?
I don't know. It's tough because I play mostly Death Guard, Spacefuls, Necrons, but I play Word Bearers a lot too. I play Catachan a lot, but I haven't in a bit. But I do play them a lot.
Yep.
I used to play them a lot, and I think there was something else: Black Legion and World Eaters. But that's all Chaos, right? But they're technically different armies with all different stratagems and different artifacts, different relics. So I would say they're different enough to be annoying. Oh, and I also play...
I know, but generally they each have one unique stratagem. It's not like that many different stratagems you have to remember.
Right. And I play Ultramarines and Salamanders, and...
Well, yeah, because actually I'm trying to think, like, who are the most versatile people here? Like, who plays the most different factions?
I don't know. I think we all play...
Because usually I think I'm pointed out as the guy that plays the least variety. But I'm like, no, I play a lot, I think. I think.
Well, you definitely... If I had to assume where you play the most right now... Based on our current 9th edition string, it'd be Custodians, it'd be Knights, and it would be Astra Militarum, I think.
Yeah, because I got my regular Astra Militarum and my Scions.
Yeah.
Which are kind of
the same army,
but they're not, because they get different,
right.
Like the Scions have their own unique, like 10...
Right, well, they're different, like all the Chaos Legions are different.
Well, that's what I mean, the Chaos Legions, I guess, they got a bunch of different...
They have their own stratagems now, too, and they all have their own relics and warlord traits and stratagems. Yeah.
We play a bunch of different stuff.
Absolutely. But it's complicated when every army has its own special rules, 2 pages of stratagems, different relics, different artifacts.
At least 2 pages, more like 3 or 4.
Some even have more now, correct.
And then, and then that depends, because if you got a supplement army with a supplement book, then you got a whole other...
Yeah, 5 pages of stratagems in some cases. Whew. And then you can add things in, like sometimes you want to play with assassins, therefore you have a couple more pages of... The
more I talk about them, the more I'm surprised they get anything right.
Right, that's the thing. Yeah. So it's like, I guess what I'm saying is it's getting harder and harder for us to play all this big array of armies, and then they keep piling more and more rules, because not only are the new armies coming out with their like Legion specific rule, they're getting an army specific rule now too, like Death Guard or Necrons. If you're all Necrons, you get command protocols, that weird thing I get every battle round. If you're Death Guard, you have that aura of -1 toughness. Ultramarines have combat, or Marines have combat protocols. You have like Canticles of the Omnissiah for them, and then Sisters have Sacred Rites. Every Druhkari have... I can't remember what the Druhkari have.
Isn't it Obsessions or something? Is that what they're called?
I think they just need to be in a detachment for that, though. They don't need to have the whole army for it. I thought they had a whole army rule, but I might be... There's probably some things that require them to be a whole army.
I think the whole army rule, and correct me if I'm wrong, you or people watching. I think it's the fact that they can do that weird...
The real Space Raiders thing?
Yeah.
That might be it, yeah. Which is a great detachment, by the way. As an outstanding detachment for Druhkari.
I really want to see what the Harlequins get. I hate that I'm kind of having fun with this.
Well, I think Space Elves are super fun. I'm very excited for Druhkari. But realistically, by the time I have my Druhkari ready, everyone in the world...
you're getting nerfed into the ground. I'm gonna laugh.
There's going to be new books out that I don't care too much for that. I'm loving how they're turning out.
It's really... I just like... Because everybody gets a nerf, right? Like,
right,
it's one of those, like, oh, whoops, we made the book too strong. Did everybody bought it? Oh, okay, yeah, and now bring it into line with everything else. Cool.
I don't think they're going to be changing too much on the Druhkari front.
I'm curious to see what they end up. They're going to have to do something.
They corrected,
They always do something.
They corrected the bike error. The bikes were at 10 points a model, though I don't think anyone I knew was actually playing that. No way.
Well, it's a typo. That
was a typo.
That's not one of those,
yeah.
whoops.
Yeah.
We made them too powerful.
But I guess there were people out there that were playing that, because, like, rules is written. These are 10 points a model. I'm like, come on.
I mean, technically, I remember coming back into...
The Castellan robots?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad to see you... We forgot about that.
I won't forget any fact about them.
Yeah.
Their weapons were free for whatever reason.
There's a weird typo where... And I didn't even know because I did them in Battlescribe.
Right.
And I think we were talking about a post game. I'm like, yeah, well, because we were talking about how expensive the robots are. I'm like, oh, they're way cheaper than I thought they would be.
They're like 30 points cheaper in that regard. It's almost 30.
I think they were 45 points cheaper.
Is it 45 for the... Oh, 50 points a gun. That's right. Yeah, because you have 3 of them. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I thought they were 50 points each, but you only had 2, but I forgot you have 3. Oh.
Yep.
Ooh. There's a fact I forgot.
That was kind of fun.
I was suspicious. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, things like that. I think the Druhkari are pretty good now. I can't think of what they would immediately hit. It's just the units are so efficient and the guns are so good and the weapons are so good, the movement's so good.
Well, they'll be tweaking points is what it'll be.
That would have to be point changing. Yeah, that's the only thing. Because like the rules as they are, like the stratagems are okay. They're pretty good. But it's just like the pure stats everything has for their points cost is like wild.
Yeah. That's,
I think, where a lot of the power comes in. But anyways, folks, it's like a 30-minute post game already.
Again, nobody sticks around this long.
Yeah, big ramble. I'm thirsty. I want water, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Leave some feedback down below what you thought of the game for all 2 of you who are still sticking around at this point. And we'll see you next time for some more Warhammer 40k action. And then leave tips for Josh for the Harlequins. And expect to see more Sawtech in the future because I kind of miss playing them. I miss my Necrons. The studio ones are cool, but I painted mine. Happy wargaming, everyone.